Who's ready for another entertaining day of suffering with the news? Although honestly, we're mostly probably big chilling today. Mostly because I don't want to stream until too late in the fucking night this time. I've got some prep work I gotta do for tomorrow and whatnot, because we're gonna be doing some junk tent tomorrow with Steamboat. Our boy Steamboat, we've not talked to in a fucking while. Ever since early on, to be honest. Of our, shall we say, foray into more commentary content and whatnot. Well, mostly ever since we got more time to fucking yap about more shit, to be honest. Because I don't have employment. Haha. Love that for me. I love that for myself. Smile. Alright, we're gonna rebuild the space elevator. We need to make explosives and integrate ports into our vehicle network. We need to do that. But guys, I think Saudi Arabia getting nukes is totally not going to be bad. Mostly because they did say that, oh yeah, we'll recognize Israel through the Abrahamic Accords, but we're not going to have the EA do any inspections or anything. It's like, oh, okay, cool, great, fantastic. Whoa. Very cool. Very good. Lovely. Ba-doom. I also need to fucking reapply and get my passport. Because I just learned that my passport expired like quite a while ago. I didn't really bother checking that because of the fact that, well, I haven't been traveling anywhere. I've needed to use my Canadian passport for really much of anything, so I didn't know that shit was expired. Shut up, please. Lovely. I also did a little bit of work off stream. We now have a motor factory going. And what we mostly want to do now is to get... we have the motor factory and whatnot. It's all going fine and dandy and excellent and fantastic and everything. What we want to do now is to start with space elevator parts. So it's going to be smart plating, reinforced iron plates, and rotors. Automated wiring. Let's double check the automated wiring recipe. I don't have any rotors. Grab them from here. $8 per minute versus what? 2.5 per minute. I think we want to use this reinforced carbon-carbon recipe, I think. This is definitely the better recipe. In fact, this is absolutely the better recipe, and the recipe that we're probably going to be using. Because it's just more worth. Now the question is where exactly are we going to assemble this? Because we don't exactly have access to a lot of carbon at the moment. I think I know exactly where we're going to do this, so... We encased steel beams for this. Now, this alternate recipe is definitely going to be worth it. 8 automated wire per minute is definitely better than 2.5. I have to say. Got a little traffic jam here or something? What's going on? Oh, hello. There's a problem with the pathway here. That will be fixed right now. That was the issue. Did I get rid of a path by accident? That's what must have happened. Must have gone rid of a path by accident. Oh, it's a good thing I noticed that, because that could have been a problem. Lovely. All fixed. Do 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 do. Okay. really need to get refineries going so I can get wet concrete. Because we are not keeping up in the concrete department. We need more. Then there's the pipe department, where we're not keeping up either. We have ways to improve this. I just need some copper. That one's going to be used for a different purpose. That one's occupado. I do have an extra copper source, copper node that's available over there, actually. Are we going to tap that? I didn't want to. Anyhow, we should probably start thinking about the stuff we need to create right now. Smart plates, eh? And of course the versatile framework. 5 per minute. Like so. Do I want a summer sloop, please? Do I have enough? I don't think I do. Rotors, reinforced iron plates. That's not a problem. We're definitely going to use the carbon automated wiring. This is actually a pretty good recipe. For automated wiring, each craft, 30 seconds, so that's 8 per minute, in comparison to the 2.5. Cables are going to be cheap and easy, because we have the Caterium recipe. The Caterium recipe is very efficient in terms of production of specifically cables and wire. So that's not really a problem. It's not going to be a bottleneck. I mean, mostly it's just going to be the reinforced carbon. This is... Okay, so this is a 7.5 encased industrial beams per minute. What's my production on those? That could be a bit of an issue considering the pipe production is certainly not up to snuff. We need more pipe production, basically. Seems like it's one of our bottlenecks. That and more concrete, but we're gonna get a better recipe for that. Yeah, this is only about 24 per minute. Because of the lack of pipe. It's slower than that. We have a pipe problem. And it needs to be remedied. Very well. Need a source of copper then. So the wire will simply just bring it over here from the Caterium production to over here. Oh, that does have everything we need. We've got iron there and a bunch of other stuff. Curious. Where do we have more copper? I don't want to rely too much on copper because the problem with copper is that you need a lot of it in the later portions of the game. Like, you need a lot for copper powder. That recipe is extremely expensive. You know, there could be, like, an extremely, like, racist joke that you can basically, like, insert there about, like, copper and whatnot. But I'm more mature than that. I won't say it. I was gonna make a cop joke, actually. I was gonna make a joke about black people. I was gonna be. It's like, I'm gonna be problematic. Streamer's gonna be problematic.
I was wrong about you, Senator. You're not cringe. You're just fucking racist.
That's true. We're not gonna be talking about copper diving. I think that's what it's called, or copper stripping. Is that what it's called when when there's like, mostly because people are poor, there's like a phenomenon with like black people of them like stripping copper wiring from a bunch of different places because copper is valuable, because there's not a ton of it, and it's always used in the creation of electronics. Yeah, they get it from cell towers. Yeah. So this area is a fantastic source for copper right here. What is this? This is not normally here. This looks new. Denium? The fuck is denium? This is not a solid surface. The fuck is a denium? Well, it's definitely a mod. Probably for the refined power mod. Well, I've conducted my investigations here. And I've determined what I needed to determine. I'm leaving. What if they replace the copper nodes? No, I'm just tapping a bunch of them because I need them. So currently we have a pipe bottleneck. We need more pipes, which means we need more iron, which means we need copper. So then we can make more iron. So then we can make more iron. And we can make more pipes. Is what we currently need at the moment. Because currently our two biggest problems are... I have a fucking... No. It's a Jet Extremis emote. I was about to say, do I have a fucking, like, BTTV fucking third-party Iron Man emote enabled or something? What the fuck? I'm not, like, soy. Which means by proxy, I am calling Jet Extremis soy. He's soy. Let me tell you, folks. Okay, we're just gonna tap this copper node here. Because I need it. And I'm also running out of explosives. Really need to restart the explosives production, because I need explosives so I can explode things. Very important. So yeah, I'm going to need a lot more, it would seem, well, not only iron, but also copper. I have my shooty weapon back. Fuck you. You're dead. Other thing we're probably going to try to put back together is the reanimated SAM and prepare the SAM actuators, because we're going to need that eventually. Not right now, but eventually. Which, guess what? Takes more pipe. But yeah, it makes me think. Is it worthwhile to use molded steel pipe? No. Actually, carbon steel ingots. No, that still requires coal. It's only 30 per minute. And concrete is also still a bottleneck for me as well, because we don't have wet concrete available quite yet. Nope, that's not gonna work. We just need to produce way more iron. Which is I would say it's an irritating problem, but it's not actually. Okay, well, let's just turn off the mines to there. Consume the rest of these belts. Then go from there. Because I need more pipe. Well, in the meanwhile, let's just get the SAM done with. The only other bottleneck that we do have is concrete. But that's because we don't have the refineries available. If we had the refineries available, I would immediately replace all of this after even cleaning up the belts with way more fucking concrete production, because we need the concrete. Yeah, as you can see, we are kind of low. Because if we're going to use this recipe right here, we're going to need more concrete. Of course, I could use the regular recipe, but it is not as good as this recipe. 8 per minute, dude. That's really good. It's even better than this that uses high-speed connectors. This recipe is very, very good right here. For cables, it's not incredibly expensive. Especially when we get the coated cables, I think. Or the plastic cables. Which will make cable production significantly go up.
Put this.
Fucking... We have a putis spammer. But more specifically, for the creation of this reinforced carbon-carbon, first off, the ratios for this, very ugly. This consumes 16 per minute. This one, meanwhile, this is 7.5 produced per minute. Creating the carbon mesh and also the carbon necessary is pretty easy. We do have an extra coal mine that's available at the moment. Simply because we don't need to expand our coal network. Our coal power, of course. So, unnecessary. We have an extra coal mine that's available to us. So that's good. Okay. Boy Meets Mini, I think the DGGers are fucking, like, being extra retarded. Like... Okay. I'm specifically only talking about Usurp the Chef in this thread. That is it. And they're just like, well, Destiny offered to talk anyways, and then she, like, backed out. Okay, I don't give a shit. Like, fuck off. I could care less, dude. That's not what the point... That's like, I'm not even... That's not what we're focusing on here. That's not what we're talking about. It's just dumb. Like, shut your goofy ass up. I do not care. It's like, shut up. I don't care. I do not know why we are fixating on this. What I do need is more concrete. I want more concrete. Yeah, he's creeping after Lux. You mean the League of Legends champion, right? Right? Maybe that's why Destiny's creeping after Lux. It's a fetish for Lux. Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. I'm just saying, Lux with an E. It's just one letter removed. I'm just saying.
Putis!
It's more fucking putis. What? What do you want, you 235? You and your fucking putingos. You and your fucking putis spam. You fucking put. Putis. The only putis here is putis. You putis. Putis. It's fucking goddamn put spam. This goddamn nam spam. Actually, I have only one thing I have to say to El Fortus Netus. And now we wait for the putis. That son of a bitch.
Putis!
Reanimated Samuel, which we don't need a lot. Well, maybe have you ever considered that you're expensive? Dab, got him. Funny. I'm hilarious and original. Why am I so fucking epic and funny?
Doctor, turn off my cringe inhibitors.
But why did you lose subscribers?
Do it.
Okay.
I was fucking joking. Why did you do it?
I already lost a subscriber, okay? Fuck you. Oh no! Anyway. Subscribers have already been lost. It's over for me. I'm getting canceled. That's a lot of reanimated Sam. Knows a lot about Lucid. Lucid? Lucid what? Dreaming? Lucid Fox? Is Lucid Fox a Californian? Oh. You know, you keep saying the names of these like car manufacturers. And you know, I'll make like a dumbass joke about like something else that's like completely unrelated. Now, U235, have you ever considered that I just have no fucking idea what you're saying half the time? Well, yeah, well, you know who else needs Linux in their life? You. Duh. Dab. Got him. Got him. So funny. No you. Fuck you. I already have Linux. Yeah, because you're a gay nerd. Derogatory. You're a nerd and you're gay. Derogatory. And you're just fucking putis like El Fortus Netus. You went El Fortus fucking Netus, which is the biggest mistake that you can ever make in your life. Fortus Netus ignored me. That son of a bitch, El Fortus fucking Netus. He hates me. Wait, what nodes are those? I think those are both iron. I don't know why that dude is obsessed with you. It's kind of weird. It's very strange. It's like, okay, man. Like, are you just upset that you got epically fucking owned or something? Like, it's, a little weird. I sure am scared of those Linux tards. Meanwhile, I'm here on my pewter with Windows 11 with Copilot installed and all the malware associated with Windows installed with maximum distribution of resources to them. It's like, okay, bro. The subreddit of Linux haters? Okay. Like, whatever. Honestly, people who don't like it's just like a skill issue with them. It's like, we get it. Like, you're like failed fucking developers or whatever. Like, shut your goofy ass up. I bet these dumbasses couldn't even configure OSPF on a fucking on a 4060, okay? I'm not talking about the graphics card. I am talking about Cisco routers. Yes, they have the same naming convention as NVIDIA graphics cards. Like we're talking about like subhumanly low IQ individuals. People that you kind of like sit there and you wonder to yourself, like, are these people capable of like normal brain function? Also, why the fuck is there like so much shit that needs to be yapped about? I want to take a look at the Adam Smith interview that Crystal Ball did with like that Zio shill, basically, where all the like annoying ass libtards are saying like, Crystal Ball definitely got owned at that debate, guys. And it's just like, okay, bro. Nice meme. Adam Smith did such a great job in that debate. It's like, yeah, man. Some dude who's just being like overly condescending and yes, was one of the guys who voted against sending more funding to Israel, or more aid to Israel, in support of the Thomas Massie Amendment. But it's still like a, I don't know, fucking like Zio shill fucking goddamn freak. There's the Channel 5 Part 2 documentary that we need to take a look at. That's come out. What else? Wait, he invented a cursed version of JavaScript. Why? Why would you be proud of that? Like, why would you be proud of that? Yeah, like, Python is 10 times more useful in comparison to fucking JavaScript. Like, the fuck are you doing? Wait, can't believe nobody's trying to get dragged into political drama, even when Palestine's been proven to be in the wrong 90% of the time. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Totally. Let's not look at any of the details of the UN resolution to substantiate this mentally ill claim. Mentally ill claim from you fucking troglodytes. Mentally ill claim Damn you troglodytes. And it's on the short where I literally talk about, hey, Destiny, where's your fucking Israel bucks? Because he was trying to be like, yeah, Hassan's getting paid by the CCP to do, like, propaganda or something. It's just like, okay, if that's the case, because you don't want to play that game, Destiny, where's your fucking Israel bucks? Where's the Zio money? Because we all know that your dumbass went to fucking Israel, stupid. I learned Java in high school. Now, we sit and we wait. Java's still using it on a shit ton of hardware? Yep. Mm-hmm. Sure is. It most certainly is. Used on a lot of differing stuff. And I think, well, I mean, mostly the reason for that is because, like, Java is, like, pretty easy. Relatively speaking, you don't have to deal with, like, memory cleanup. Java handles that all itself. Even though Python also does that. The IDEs are typically much easier to use as well. There's a bunch of reasons why Java was more commonplace in comparison to what it is now. I mean, it's never gone away. It's taken different forms and shit and whatnot, but, you know. Well, that in Java is a VM. Can run so many OSs. That's true. That's true. You don't have to allocate a lot of resources to Java to just run it. Run it in its resources. Pretty low cost as well. So better when it comes to OOP. I have no way of being able to sort of justify that or not, but I'll take your word for it. I have not done much programming in a while, but sure, I'll believe you for now. For now. Even though I know you're Canadian, and as we all know, Canadians are all evil. We all know that Canadians are evil. I should know. I am a Canadian. Wait, doesn't Python also have, you know, child and parent classes? I mean, maybe it's like a little, or it's oriented a little differently, but I'm pretty sure they do have that now. Like, in the Python courses I've taken, they had you do OOP with Python. Yeah, I was about to say, you can do OOP with Python. To what extent's always like a different question, but you can. I don't know if they have the same class hierarchies. It's probably similar. Like, why fix something? Or why innovate something when you can just do something that's like relatively similar? If I recall correctly, they do, I think, have them, but it's like the naming convention's like a little different, I think. But in functionality, it's pretty much the same. Oh, C++ was my jam, by the way. I fucking loved me some C++. That's what I got in university, and I just got it. You know what I mean? Like, when I was doing my C++ fucking courses, it was like the beginner stuff mostly for my IT stuff. And I already did like a course in like C++. It just like clicked with me. You know what I mean? It just clicked. And I just got it, you know? Now, I haven't used C++ in years. It's been years since I've used it, so I'd probably be really rusty. But basically in that course, in that first year course that I had to do, because I was like I had to transfer a bunch of like all of my programs and everything to the IT courses I was taking. Basically in the computer science class analog they had us taking, as soon as an assignment dropped in class, I would be basically done with it or almost finished with it, for example, with the assignment. And everyone was just like, God fucking damn it. Holy shit, you are crazy. I'm like, I mean, I'm just like, dude, it's easy. It's not hard. The funniest thing about this is that it was all the class I was with were all the graphics designs kids. Because when I transferred all my courses, not everything transferred over, obviously. They didn't accept any of my comp sci courses. Because they were just like, yeah, it's because the curriculum is like too different and stuff. Even though like it was pretty much the same, the only thing that was different was just the language that was being used. And it's just like, okay, whatever, sure, man. That was like the only difference functionally. So I couldn't transfer over those courses, so I had to retake them. I also did physics courses, which I also basically destroyed. Then all of my like math courses and a bunch of other stuff transferred over pretty much no problem. So that first like year, basically like half a year, because I also did summer courses. I always did summer courses because it's chill and it's easy and it's just like free credits. And it's just like I don't have to take as much shit during the year. I can just take a break, get food, and shit like that. So I would always do summer courses, always. I would always so all my shit like basically transferred over pretty much no problem. And that like year, like half a year, that was like it was like a breeze in terms of it was like the easiest shit on the fucking planet. I was in my lane vibing. Nothing could like break my metaphorical stride or interrupt me whatsoever. Being summer courses right now is to catch up and catch up in terms of courses. Summer courses aren't bad, you know. Like for all the people who like to like bitch, moan, and complain about summer courses, they're not bad. Mostly because I couldn't find employment anyways, / I mostly didn't want to, so I was just like, fuck it. I'm just gonna do summer courses instead. You know, that ended up obviously biting me in the ass. So, that's cool. And you now have the unemployed mess that's in front of you right now. Daho, it's a little bit different with you because you got fucked over by some systemic problems and economic issues that are very complicated and bad. Yeah, you know, there's all that as well, of course. But, whatever. System C, more like System P. Nyeh. We shitting on anti-woke Linux losers. Imagine being anti-woke and being like a Linux, a Linux fucking soy boy, when literally Linus Torvalds just like, you know, trans people are actually like they're my friend. I'm okay with them. Whatever. And we all know why. Okay, we're gonna keep it a $1.50. We all know why Linus is pro-trans. Okay. It's because every fucking trans person is like a fucking software developer or whatever and uses Linux all the time. We know this. They're all like, they always sit in their fucking goddamn, you know, on their fucking desks, with they fucking thigh highs doing the fucking goddamn meme, you know? Yeah, I do forget that Linus Tech Tips is a Canadian. I do forget about that. I use System C for a sock course. Sock and buskin? Daho, why are you talking about fucking Balatro? What the? No one ever talks about Balatro. What the? Fucking Balatro. What the? No, clearly U235, you are talking about one of the greatest games ever created, which was basically like a B game, but it turned into one of the greatest creations of mankind, and that is Balatro, aka Balatro. One of the greatest inventions of mankind. Glazing Balatro? What the? Yes. Who would not glaze Balatro? What kind of fucking dumbass would not glaze Balatro? Are you fucking stupid? Are you fucking idiot, stupid head, McIdiot face? What are you, fucking dumb? Imagine never glazing Balatro ever. Imagine being like a peasant, not understanding the power of Balatro. Idiot, stupid head. Buh. Buh. Buh.
Put this.
You only know the... Boy Meets Mini, you know what to do. We have to come up with an emote for all these fucking putis spammers. We need to combat all the putis. There's too much fucking putis.
Let me tell you something important, Raiden. You're a normie and a beta male cuck.
Okay. We have to stop the putis. Oh. I thought it was U235 who... I couldn't...
Bing, bing, bong, bong, bing,
I couldn't see it in my fucking... stupid ass, whatever the fuck thing. Because that one is too long. Or I guess I should have looked at the whatever chat. Shut the fuck up, you Torontonian. Yeah, I will use Torontonian as a slur. And there is nothing you can do about it. Damn new slurs. Well, it's me, of course. No, we can come up with better slurs for Drake fans. We can do better for Drake fans. Like, for them, it's just lobotomites. The Ottawaite? I'm like, am I about to mega evolve or something? Like, what the fuck is Ottawaite? Dude, I'm about to mega evolve into the city of Ottawa. Let's fucking go, dude. Mega Ottawa or something. Bro, hello? Fucking Ottawaite. Good one. You 235, all I gotta say is don't quit your day job, okay, buddy? Don't quit that shit. Don't quit your day job. I don't have a day job. It's a figure of speech. Doesn't have a day job and is kind of slow. Damn. My condolences. If Factorio had a Canadian planet, what magic rock would you mine there? Or it would be the magic rock? No, it would not be Ottawa. No, it would not be. Because no one thinks about... like, because if you're thinking about Canada, you're not thinking about Ottawa. It's not Ottawa that people give a shit about in terms of Canada. Like, no one gives a fuck about Ottawa. Alright, 6. We do not have the belt throughput for this, unfortunately. But we will with the next tier of belts. I have no idea what this fucking dumbass is saying here. Chat, what is U235 talking about? He's just schizo posting. It's just a schizo post. I don't know what this schizo post... I don't know what this schizo post means. What is his power? O train line 1? Are you talking shit about the O train? What? What? Why are you talking shit about the O train? Huh? You are aware that the O train, it's a train. It's not a streetcar. It doesn't go out on the streets. It's got a separate line. I should know. I took the O train all the time to go to Walmart. Take the O train, you go to Glen. Well, you go to the southern parts. Right around fucking the Glebe. Or to get to fucking Bank Street. Well, not to get to Bank Street. I mean, technically speaking, you get to Bank Street. Or you get to Tunney's. Right? Yeah, says the fucking $1 trillion goddamn city that can't have a fucking LRT without fucking it up, okay, bud? Good one. Yeah, Toronto has real trains. Bro can't even fucking have an LRT. Nice meme. We have a fucking goddamn subway line in downtown, perfectly operating, as well as the O train, which also operates after getting a massive fucking refit and overhaul. That's the word I was looking for. So, like, and your dumbasses with your $1 trillion fucking city over there, bud, can't even fucking get any of that shit right, eh? You want to talk shit about Ottawa there, eh? Oh yeah, fuck you think you're talking good smack there, eh? That's a good one. Go on there, bud. Best Canadian transit's probably Montreal. Probably. It's because they're most like the fucking French. Fucking French. Oh, I'm sure, bud. Oh, I'm sure that's totally the case there, bud. Like, what's your metric for measuring that there, eh? Well, how many people it fucking carries? Fucking Toronto's got like 3 times the population there, bud. So I don't know what you're talking about there. Daho, why are you being overly Canadian right now? Someone's gotta teach these fucking Torontonians over here a fucking lesson there, eh? Someone's gotta teach these fucking... These fucking, losers, these dorks over here. Someone's gotta teach them a lesson there. Fucking right, bud. Toronto needs so much more goddamn subway. Listen. Toronto, throughout the ages, has had extremely bad leadership for a very long time. Listen, just listen to Not Just Bikes talk about it. Like, one of the main features of Toronto is its fucking streetcars, but it's essentially been handicapped. So, it's been handicapped for fucking decades. Yeah, because that's accurate. What he's saying is true. It is fake London because it fucking sucks in comparison to actual London, which has a working transportation system. Instead of the literal, like, dookie fart ass that is, fucking London, dude. Well, it sounds like Toronto needs some more fucking subway lines there, eh? You fucking Hoosier. You fucking mess, eh? You fucking right. Sounds like you gotta get your shit together there, eh? I'm being very overly Canadian right now. Mostly because I don't want to tolerate this fucking putis over here. This little putis. Everyone fucking putis U235. Fucking putis this guy. Fucking putis. Kopka fucking 613. The fuck does that even mean? Putis! Yeah, you're fucking putis, bud. Yeah, fuck you, buddy. You're fucking putis. That's right, bud. Oh, now you fucking know, eh? Yeah, you're getting fucking putist. Putis! I'm gonna guess based off of the 613, Ottawa's this fucking area code. I'm gonna guess, he's based in Ottawa. You want to know who else is based in Ottawa? Sleepy. Yeah, Sleepy. One of the few good commentary channels. Sleepy is also based in Ottawa. There's quite a few content creators that are Canadian that are based in Ottawa. I don't know why. I knew a couple of them in, like, Pokemon Go. Guy named Dan Ottawa. And there was also Pokadaxi. I I did not know him as much. I interacted with him like once or twice, but I knew about Dan Ottawa. Dan Ottawa was a mostly played PvP. Also went to some tournaments in Canada. I think he went to BC as well. With actually someone else I also met while I was playing GoFest. That we were just playing GoFest, hanging out in the fucking car, running around doing a raid train for Mega Mewtwo. Guy going by the name of Captain Babushka. Very chill guy. Very cool. Very, very cool guy. Simply Gregster. EV. Let me guess, he talks about EVs. Or they talk about EVs. Oh my god. Holy shit, I'm a fucking luminary. They call me a fucking visionary. Why is my brain so fucking big, dude? Oh my fucking lord, bros. Okay, so when we have the belt throughput for all this shit, this will significantly increase our pipe production by a lot. So that'll be cool. Oh, never mind. No, it won't. I'm drunk. I had it on fucking steel pipe instead. Oops. There we go. Everyone, Daho is drunk. Boy meets Mini. Destroy. Go full schizo. You know what you must do, Boy Meets Mini. Fulfill your purpose. Okay. ECM. Are we fucking playing Command and Conquer General 0 Hour? Hello? I didn't know you liked fucking playing as China, U-235. The fuck? No, they don't know what the fuck you're talking about. The ECM tank was a Chinese unit. When all of the factions got their own ways of dealing with missiles, except for the GLA, because they're the terrorist factions. Yes, ECM. Yes, yeah, electronic countermeasure. Thank you. But basically, the ECM tank is a giant, well, computer tank that all it does is deflect a bunch of missiles and turn them away. And it also has the ability to electronically disable vehicles as well. That's its ability. It does not have any weapons, and it's not the best in being able to deflect all missiles. The US, the Avenger is what it's called, is the best at anti-missile capabilities because it uses lasers in order to disable the missiles, which is better in comparison to the ECM tank, which can deflect a lot more. The Avenger could, technically speaking, get more easily overwhelmed by sheer amount of RPGs, but it was more efficient at being able to stop missiles, or, well, not just missiles, but it can also stop bombs of aircraft as well. And it also had an anti-air attack and a targeting point painter, which means things do more damage. I'm shitting on the fucking ECM tank, which no one really built as China, in comparison to the Avenger, which people would build as the US, because it's really good at what it does. What the fuck is this saying? You as high as a kite? What's this all about? Hey, what's all this then? What's all this? What's this all about?
On Adderall last night during this speech, which is the only way he has left to conceal how sick he actually is. And it's
We know that Trump's been doing Adderall for years at this point. We know this, right? Yeah, we all know this. And I mean, listen, we know that he takes like IV supplements like basically every fucking day, because I mean, not only does his brain barely work, but his body barely functions as well.
It's not going to work for much longer. I'm a physical therapist with a doctorate in my field and 15
And I've definitely seen a clip of this guy before.
years experience working in home health care, treating geriatric patients with dementia, congestive heart failure, chronic kidney disease, all the shit that he has. When you see nothing but slits for eyes and the sweating going on, it's because he's on Adderall. Turn back the clock to May of 2016 when he celebrated Cinco de Mayo by eating a taco bowl, which is hysterical considering he's a racist piece of shit. This drawer is full of Sudafed, or known by its chemical name, pseudoephedrine. It is a stimulant and a precursor to crystal methamphetamine, which is why it has federal regulations on how much of it you can buy at one time. Of course, he can get as much as he fucking wants. The president has been addicted to and abused stimulants for decades before he ever became the president. But even when Ronnie Jackson was the White
Yeah, he's been slurring his speech for a long time, and he's been having fucking dry mouth. We know this. For years we've known all this stuff. Well, all the Nazis were jacked out on meth. It wasn't just Hitler, it was all of them. Tesla.
White House position, he made an excuse for Trump's slurred speech in 2018 saying, "Oh, I gave him Sudafed and it dried out his mouth." When actually,
That's not
those
true,
are symptoms
by the way.
of frontotemporal dementia. So how effective was the
This is
Adderall?
old.
Let's find out.
You know, some random fucking rally he's doing. So much money, folks.
As is the norm for a frontotemporal dementia patient, he just admitted out loud that the front row Joes who are at every single rally he does in the front row are paid to be there. He was not supposed to say that, but because his frontal lobe is disintegrating, he can't stop himself from sharing shit that he should not say.
I fought ourselves before, as you know, and we won. We had a great success against this guy. He reminds me of Pinky Herman. Did you ever see Pinky Herman?
He meant to say Pee Wee Herman.
I was about to say, who the fuck is Pinky Herman? That's a new one.
Just like he was supposed to say the Islamic Republic of Iran and not Japan.
Listen, this guy does not understand that Japan has simply been blessed by the light of Allah. He has the light. They have the light of Allah. They've become enlightened in the ways of Muhammad.
Just like he was supposed to say President Zelensky and not President Putin. It was all because he has fucking dementia. So he's running out of rope here because his typical ace in the hole is taking Adderall and it's about to stop working, which means the whole world is really going to see how his brain is disintegrating inside of his skull. Once again, it could happen any day now. Aspirating on food or water, falling and suffering a catastrophic injury, or just plain out admitting to shit that's in the Epstein files that we all already know is.
Oh my god, that would be so fucking cool, dude. Dude. Yes, please, bro. Please just say like some random shit that's from the Epstein files. Just be like, yeah, you know what? I did it. I'm in the Epstein files, and I definitely did the stuff that was said in there. Absolutely. Yo, please, that'd be so funny.
Amazing.
It's true.
Amazing. Amazing.
True saying. That would be the best thing he ever did as president, not gonna lie. That's true, that's true.
But he will confirm it for the entire world, including his most devoted followers. Happy Thursday. At this point, he's on 91 days of borrowed time. Who did he borrow the time from? Multiple trash bags full of soiled wipes that Natalie Harp has used on him. From when he should have told everyone on camera that he's been a Russian asset since the 80s, been impeached, or they should have finished the process of invoking the 25th Amendment. Thank you for your attention to this matter. He was
very, very cool. Funny. My brain is not cooked, folks. Let me tell you. I did my IQ test. I was able to point at the giraffe, folks. I pointed at the giraffe. Yeah, Pinky Herman, dude. Yo. Let's go, dude. Pinky Herman. All the fucking mini spammers are here. God damn it. Is that true? Like, that's one of those situations where I choose for it to be real, you know? You're joking? Are you? Are you? Are you? No, it's actually real. No, it's real. It's real. Just says the meme and doesn't actually play it? What the? Okay, so it looks like with these improvements that I am making, I'm going to be able to double the pipe production to 300 pipes per minute.
Wow. Oh my god.
But guess what? We still don't have the fucking belt throughput for it. Oh my god, so hecking epic and based, dude.
Put this.
Why is my computer being putis? It's because of this game. It's because of the game.
Pepe, why are you gay?
You are gay. Satisfactory is putis. No, you are putis. You are gay. Why are you gay? You are gay.
That's a bunch of malarkey.
You are gay. You know, of all the people who constantly loves to, you know, for all the, like, Trump supporters who love to constantly complain about, like, Joe Biden's cognitive ability, they really don't have a leg to stand on, honestly. Like, Joe Biden's brain barely functions. Like, I mean, yeah, obviously, he's extremely old. But, like, when Trump took office, he was, like, the oldest president to take office in U.S. fucking history, man. Like, it's, pretty cringe. Even though we've known that his brain has been barely functioning for the very least, like, the past, I was gonna say, like, 10 years. Not 10 years. More like, 7 years. But whatever. It's just fucking dumb, dude. Oh my god, that shit was so fucking funny. Like, he was, like, literally saying, like, Trump, they don't want you there. Literally, none of the... Because obviously he was trying to make the whole fucking World Cup all about himself. Because that's what he does. Because we're dealing with a fucking moron. Narcissist dipshit. You know what? I was thinking about not making a segment on Asmongold's girlfriend. But now I'm, like, so tempted to actually do it. Because it's funny. Only because it's gotten funny at this point. We're gonna do it tomorrow, I think, after after Jung Tent. Quick reminder, tomorrow we are doing Jung Tent, of course, with Steamboat. I think Tactical Templar also made a video about Asmongold's girlfriend. But I don't want to fucking react to another Tactical Templar video. I'm not gonna lie. I'd rather not do that. Oh, I made a joke under a Sleepy tweet, which Sleepy liked. Cause listen, that's the Ottawa bro connection right there. I know exactly what he's thinking at all times. That's the Ottawa bro connection. So, some Asmongold bro. So I basically said, like, listen, after Kaisi, I think that's her name, Kaisi, gets her bag from like fleecing Asmongold, that's when we're going to see that Asmongold is finally going to come out as his true self, and that is a homosexual man. Because he was, like, yapping about, I think, like, gay Republicans or something. Trying to do, like, some woke pandering bullshit. And I'm just like, dude. As soon as he gets his money fleeced by this OnlyFans chick. Because she's an OnlyFans chick. Ironic, of course, but whatever. Like... The only people who care about that are, like, the schizophrenics in his audience. I like, no one else really gives much of a shit about that. I'm like, when she fucking, fleeces him for, like, a bunch of money, which, listen, more power to you, girl, okay? Because I don't think that relationship's gonna work out, because he's had some fucking Asian foid before, as a girlfriend, and it ended in disaster for him. So, whatever. But basically, the meme is going to be like, yeah, he's going to get burnt by the OnlyFans girl, and one of two things happens. He either becomes, like, more of an incel, or he's just going to come out as gay. It's one of the two. There's going to be no in between, by the way. He's going to go, like, full fucking gay. And, like, you know, the incredibly misogynistic gay. Like, stereotypically misogynistic. Like, we're talking, like, that gay. Yeah, it's called being a stereotypical misogynistic gay man.
Pepe, why are you gay?
Who says I am gay? You are gay. But he'll, yeah. The type of gay that doesn't attract women. Yeah, like, basically, like, as much of a woman repellent as you can basically become. Something like that, you know? But he's gonna become, like, one of the most, like, stereotypical fucking gay men possible. And it's gonna be, like, really funny. Like Nick Fuentes. Oh, yeah, pretty much exactly. He'll probably just become like Nick Fuentes. I think that's pretty much on the money there, Alex. He'll just, like, go full Nick Fuentes and just be like, I hate foids or some shit. And then just, like, like the chud maxing will be like complete, and then he'll like, I don't know, probably become like a neo-Nazi or something. Whatever. It can go in a there's a lot of differing directions that this could basically go into. All of which probably end with him being like a Nazi or something. I don't know. Either way, it's going to be funny. Well, that's the one thing that's for certain. It's going to be really funny. And I'm definitely going to be like a condescending cunt about it, and I will constantly bring up how he got mogged by Stavros. Because that's the only reason why he even decided to become a girlfriend, or get a girlfriend to begin with, is because he got mogged by like a Greek unk. Which is so funny. Bro got mogged by a Greek unk. I had a crash out about it. Because funnily enough, and this is like one of the funniest parts about all of this, I think there was a segment with Kaisi where she unironically came out to defend Asmongold from Stavros. It's fucking hilarious, dude. It's like, dude, he's got his little Void Defender. Let's go, dude. His little Void is coming out to defend him. Dude, it's so funny, man. Oh god, I have like the perfect thumbnail in mind. It's gonna be like Asmongold with Kaisi, and he's like making his like one of his dumbass faces, and it's gonna be Asmongold in like a speech bubble saying like, "Go, my Void, defend me from the Greek unk." Yo, I'm fucking cooking. Go, my Void, like a little Pokemon. You have to fucking defend me from this Greek unk. Has Asmongold ever been outside the U.S.? I don't know, actually. It's a good question. I think he has been. I'm pretty sure he has been. But yeah, it's time to, like, we're basically gonna be fucking void maxing. We're gonna be fucking chuds, and we're gonna fucking void max. He's definitely been outside the house. That is that's true. Do you think she puts that or is cucking him? Well, she's an OnlyFans girl, right? Like, you could find her OnlyFans advertisements, and I'm pretty sure she still does OnlyFans. Well, no, the only person who was giving Dennis a bunch of shit for that was more Pegasus. Or M. Pregasus. So, no. Waiting for that money for Porsche 911 GT3 RS. That's so fucking oddly specific. Why are we so oddly specific with the fucking vehicle there? OF models have a fucking habit of buying that car. Looks up the OF models that I know. Well, okay, not that I know. That I'm vaguely aware of. Sees what cars they have. Oh, man, dude. Dude, you know what would be the funniest part if Hassan ends up being the one who cucked Asmongold from his girl. That would be the funniest part. I don't want to. Okay, I don't want to do like the cringe, like weird cuckold fantasy shit that like a lot of far writers have, but I think that would be the funniest part in all of this. If it ends up that this was like all an elaborate plan by Kaisi to try to get to Hassad or something. It's that would be like, I'd be like, holy shit, girl. Okay, never mind. She's just based. That would be hilarious. I can just imagine all the like Asmongold simps, for example, like losing their minds if that happened, or like all the fucking like little weird snarker types and shit. Oh my fucking lord! All the people that are trying to like orbit around Asmongold right now, dude, that would be so funny if that happened. I would laugh my dumbass off, dude. It'd be so funny. But I don't think it's gonna happen. Like, I really do think, like, she's just doing this to, like, you know, grab a bag and dip. Which, I mean, again, like I said, more power to you, girl. Just know that it's gonna be rough for a while you're trying to fucking get that bag, bro. So, you know, you do you, bro. I remember, okay, there was also like this one DM that she shared from like some dumbass from Twitter saying that, yeah, you're no longer a part of the Asian race, you're now a yellow person. I'm just like, that's so weird. You are now a yellow person. It's like, okay, bro, nice meme. What's up, Clay? It's been a while, buddy. How's it going? You know which mom is like a Hassan super fan? I think it was NMP lol's mom. And when I think what NMP did like a stream with Hassan, because I saw a clip about it. She was like, or no, rather like NMP was or rather Hassan invited NMP to be like his cameraman in Chicago, I think it was, or something. And his mom was like so proud about it. It's so funny. He's like a normie streamer, basically. Like, he does like, I think he does like a podcast with like Soda Poppin' and shit. He like just basically like a normie. NMP is such a weirdo. I do have to say, the shit that he was doing, for example, with like the I don't know, like the divorce court stuff, that was a little weird, but like whatever, you know. Oh, we've talked about Destiny. I mean, that whole CDA stuff was very funny. And like, you know, I got into like spats, and obviously I got into beefs with like all the Destiny orbiters and shit like that. I mean, the pussy himself has me blocked, because, well, Destiny is very, very flippant with the block button on Twitter, because, mostly because he's like a bit of a bitch, but mostly because of the fact that he doesn't want to deal with like dumbasses on Twitter, which is like, I mean, I get that, but like, you're still a bitch. I'm pretty sure if you were to go on stream with him, he would definitely have you on. It's just like, okay, bro. Sure. Also loves to use the nuke command. It's true. I mean, Normally, that's what happens with Destiny Orbiters. You are correct there, Zane, because pretty much the only rhetorical tactic these dudes typically tend to use is just pedantry. And it makes them, like, they think that they sound smart because they're being pedants. In reality, they didn't even engage in any pedantry. They were just like, no, you're just, like, stupid and wrong. Or they, like, tried to, you know, do the DGG narrative or something. You know, it's boring. Like, it doesn't matter. DGG, in order to justify its meager, miserable existence, has to lie, so... It's boring. They're boring. You should have nothing but hatred in your heart for DGG, but whatever. Well, no, it's either that or they're racist, Boy Meets Mini. DGG loves being racist. They love racism. Even though they pretend to not be racist. But no, actually, DGG fucking loves being racist as fuck. I don't think Hassan's gonna run for president. Clay, I don't think so. I mean, he just said that he wants AOC to run for president. It's probably preferable. DGGers? Probably not. Yeah, but hating on DGG is so easy because there's just, it's such a target-rich environment. It's so fucking easy to just hate on DGG. Yeah, I didn't really bother talking about the Odyssey stuff because I just didn't care all that much. Because it's just the same fucking, like, dumb fuck talking points from all the same set of, like, 3 people being made over and over and over again. Like, who the fuck cares, you know? Like, who gives a shit? I can't believe that fucking Helen of Troy is being depicted by Napita Nyong'o. I can't believe that they made Helen of Troy DEI and woke and black, and it's just like, shut your dumbass up. Who cares? You're fucking gay, derogatory. I'm gonna start fucking calling you slurs. You're being slow gay boy about it or something. It's like, okay, dude, whatever. Other complaint about the Odyssey is IMAX. Wait, why? Greek Twitter was like, yeah, we pretty much look like that. Yeah, I mean, like, listen, it's fucking stupid. Like, all the people who were complaining about, like, Greeks not being white have not been around anyone in the Mediterranean. It's like, no, Mediterranean people are all brown. Like, in terms of skin color. All of them are brown. Who cares about that fat fucking chud girl with the microphone? She's just fat and stupid. Like, just extremely low IQ. Who the fuck is Jason Mantzoukas? Besides his fucking name rhyming with bazookas. Get some steak in for Arab? Yeah, but it's, oh yeah, because fucking people are fucking stupid. Like, they're just, like, low IQ. And they don't know that fucking Greek people are extremely brown. Because, again, fuck, it's Mediterranean, man. That's where they live. Most of them live on fucking tiny-ass islands that are, like, tropical. I want Boy Meets Mini to go up to a Turk and just call him Greek. Okay, you know what? We have to pull up the video. We're pulling up the video because it's funny. Greek and Turk. We have to do the Wow Mao version. Who cares about the actual version? Fuck that shit. The Wow Mao version's very funny. No. Greek Turk is worse. Greek Turk is worse. You will get shanked on the streaks for that. You'll just die. They will just kill you. We're playing this video again. Why? 'Cause it's fucking funny.
Yes. But I am more white than you. You look gypsy. I am blonde hair. Blonde hair I have. You gypsy. That means that someone fucked your mother that is Turkish, but your father is not. Oh. Your mother is a whore and she got fucked from someone. You are weak sperm. You are weak sperm. This is the strong sperm. This is the Greek god. Okay, Greek god. If you have Greek god, you would have win, but you lose. Lose where? Lose where? You lose. Why is Hagia Sophia this? But
Why is Hagia Sophia this? But those guys were fucking drunk as fuck, guaranteed. God, that's oh my god, it's so funny. That's an average fucking Balkan racism moment, dude. Oh my lord, God, it's so good. we're watching it again.
yes. But I am more white than you. You look gypsy. I am blonde hair. Blonde hair I have. You gypsy. That means that someone fucked your mother that is Turkish, but your father is not. Oh. Your mother is a whore and she got fucked from someone. You are weak sperm. You are weak sperm.
You are weak sperm. This is a strong sperm.
Okay, Greek god. If you have Greek god, you would have win, but you lose. Lose where? Lose where? You lose. Why is Hagia Sophia this? But
why is Hagia Sophia this? But oh god, that video, it's so good. Holy shit, bro. Oh my fucking lord, dude. Oh, Jesus. It's awesome. Weak sperm is crazy. Dude, that's like, again, God, there's so many fucking, God, there's so many fucking, like, schizo fucking, debaters who do that shit. God, they're so funny, dude. Not been coming up in my live streams, not been coming up in your, YouTube feed. Don't know what happened. Huh. I got, yeah, I mean, I figured that this is as much. Yeah, I think, like, YouTube is, YouTube might be potentially suppressing me a little bit. Because, as you could probably tell, the sub growth and the view counts and all the view numbers have been going down. So I'm assuming YouTube might be, it could potentially be YouTube doing some tomfoolery. I'm not sure, though. I have no idea. So that's why you gotta fucking keep that notification bell rung if you're a YouTube subscriberino. But I'm going to operate under the assumption that I have been getting probably fucked with by YouTube because I've been getting a bunch of shorts with the age restricted fucking bullshit. Even though when I appeal for a bunch of them, they just get rid of them. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, you know, if I want to get some fucking views, I can just, like, do Asmongold content, and it's, like, it's easy content, right? Like, whatever. Problem is, like, you know, if I wanted to get views, yeah, I could just do that. We'll probably do some Asmongold segments or something. Problem is with the Asmongold segments, they're fucking boring, man. They're so boring. It's the same shit over and over again. Man, why is Asmongold stupid? Because he's an uneducated, like, illiterate fucking moron. Okay, we're moving on. Why is Asmongold wrong again? Because he's an uneducated, illiterate moron. Okay, we're moving on again. It's just like, okay, dude. Don't you talk shit about Joseph in that way, okay? I will not tolerate this Goldango fucking slander. Boy Meets Mini, you know what to do about a wayward Alex Roivos. I will not tolerate Goldango slander like this. Boy Meets Mini, kick some fucking espers. You put respect on Joseph's goddamn name right there, okay? That's motherfucking Joseph right there. Yeah, Joseph. That's Goldango's alternate name. Yeah, does he know, chat? Does he know about Joseph? Chat, wait, chat. Does he know? I don't think he knows. I don't think he knows. False flags from Asmongold, Tectone, Templar, Destiny Hutch, and Ethan Klein fans. Speaking of Tactical Templar, he did show up in chat, in YouTube chat one time. That was a couple days ago. That was a while back. That was funny. He just, like, he said, like, 2 words in YouTube chat. I just ignored him, and I just kept doing my segment. He's like, why are you glazing Joy Reid? I'm like, I'm not even, like, I'm just agreeing with her take. Like, I was talking about how Joy Reid is like an evolution it's like a representation rather of the radicalization of the normie democratic viewer. Because she really is. Like, let's be honest here. She's a representation of the radicalization of your normie dem. Because she's been radicalized. Like, absolutely, she has been radicalized. Well, because she's understandably, she's pissed. She's like, okay, like, what the fuck is this? You know, I did, like, literally all the, like, normie demo slop bullshit. And it amounted ultimately to nothing, which is what the left has been constantly saying about to Joyanne Reid for a long time. It's like, this is not worth it. It's not going to work out. Democrats are liars and they're fucking dog shit. She didn't believe it, but now she does believe it. It's like, well, you know what? Better late than never, I guess. It's like, well, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, what you can get. Because she used to do all the fucking, like, dumb fuck Bernie bro shit and stuff, like, all the time. It was, like, dumb and annoying. It's like, God, she's so dumb and annoying. Wait, are we kicking more espers? Boy Meets Mini? Espers? What? We talking about kicking Espers? What? Hello? Listen, we've all seen... Okay, you know what? We have to do the reference now. I don't remember which fucking episode it is of Pokemon. We have to fucking watch it, because it's so funny. Yeah, and guess what? You take a look at Mega Alakazam, and then you look at Meowstic, and you see, wow, this is a wholeheartedly inferior version of Mega Alakazam. I'm just going to use Mega Alakazam instead of Mega Meowstic. They really gave that motherfucker Trace for some reason. It's just like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you unironically just made the Pokemon unusable, because it's just like, why would I use this thing when I can... like, unironically just use Alakazam, which is just better. It's very stupid. Trace is a good ability, Boy Meets Mini. Don't be capping. Because it looks cool and is base intersex icon in its mega form. Yeah, well, I care about winning, so I'm gonna use Zam instead. Fuck you. Sorry, I don't care about woke pandering, alright? I'm anti-woke, actually. Your commentary is making me anti-woke, Fox of Fate. Yes, Iron Valiant is an androgynous form. Well, it's basically taken both forms of Mega Gardevoir and Mega Gallade and said, what if we just made it one Pokemon? And that's what Valiant is. And it's a good Pokemon. That Pokemon's really good. God, what the fuck is the Pokemon miniseries? Pokemon Generations, that's what it was. Oh my god, I forgot the name. I gotta forget it. Where is it? Where's the one with the Meowstic? Or not the Meowstic, with the Esper. We have to do the meme. Pokemon Generations is so good. It was such a good miniseries. It's so fucking good. They aura farmed with that shit. Sir, they're fucking farming aura with this. He most certainly did, Clay. Is it episode 17? It should be episode... Yes, it's episode 17. There you go. Alright, shut up. It's a One Punch Man reference. Which, by the way, is just like... slop. Season 3's dog shit. It's poorly animated, terrible. They just didn't give a fuck. It's unfortunate for the anime. Yeah, we don't talk about that. Alright, this is where Esper Kick comes from. Basically, this is like some post-game story with like Emma and the expansion suit, which I've actually never done in-game. Most because I didn't know how to trigger it, nor did I really care.
device activate.
Bro, she's a
Stop
menace.
that right now. Mimi, wait. Stay away from her. Mimi!
Dude, it's so funny because it's the most out-of-pocket thing on the fucking planet. It's just like, oh my fucking god, dude. Because like, she has like enhanced strength and shit within that suit. Like, she's way stronger. So that fucking kick, that kick's gonna hurt. And the fact that she just like kicks the fucking Esper in the fucking face, so much so that it's like sent flying into Looker's arms. It's so fucking wild. Everyone saw this when it came out. They're like, "Oh my fucking god, dude! Holy shit, Jesus!" Yeah, because something with its emotions, it'll explode. Yada yada yada, something like that. Yes, it could explode, make something explode because of that. Dude, she's getting, like, I don't know, mind-fucked by the suit. Okay, don't worry about it, dude. It's okay, Esper didn't explode.
Gotten into you, Mimi? Can it be?
It's Emma.
Is that thing actually Emma?
Not the tragic backstory.
The orphan girl, Emma, had nowhere to go, so I hired her to work at my office. She is an excellent assistant and has been a tremendous help.
The funniest thing is that in the current anime, well, we all know that she's now the head investigator. They're implementing more. They're trying to do more game tie-ins recently with the anime and stuff. So that's a very, very common sort of thing that they're doing. But like, they also had a fucking episode in the anime about Pokemon Unite. I mean, that's like a whole different fucking can of worms, but whatever. Who gives a shit? Okay, we have to take a look at this that I just came across next because it looks funny. What was I gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna say. Fuck. I forgot what I was going to say. Fork. Basically, she has an assistant in the anime now, and what was it, the most recent episode? Now the assistant left in order to, I don't know, travel with the new fucking crew and shit like that. Blah 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 blah. Whatever. Pokemon anime, very cool.
Recently, however, she's been vanishing without letting me know.
Oh shit, it's Joe.
So is that really her?
She hasn't Naruto run yet.
This is as far as you go. Emma!
Today's experiment is already over?
Why, Emma? How did this happen?
Mimi? Mr. Looker? Why are you here?
Something, experiment from the expansion suit by Team Flare's head scientist or some shit. That's, I think, what the story is. Whatever. Listen, it's one of those situations where it's never good to sort of, like, basically, like, look too much into the Pokemon lore, because it'll make, I don't know, make you want to suffer or something. Okay. Also, I saw this just like literally pop up on the recommended. So now it's the Greek Turk debate again, but it's Ace Attorney.
Yes. But I am more white than you. You look gypsy. I am blonde hair. Blonde hair I have. You gypsy.
Hold it!
That means
Wait, I could be way more. Wait, it's the dude. It's the fucking. It's the Haas Mongoloid thing. Ace Attorney.
One fucked your mother that is working, but your father is not. Oh. Your mother is a bot and she got fucked from someone. You are weak sperm. You are weak sperm. This is the strong sperm. The Greek god, okay? Greek god. If you have Greek god, you would have win, but you lose.
Take that!
Hold it! You lose where? You lose where? You lose. Why is Hagia Sophia this brother?
Dude, Edgeworth just got fucking owned in that debate, dude. Wait, okay, hold on. We gotta do the... Hold on. I have to fucking now do the Haas version of this.
Well, you're just...
Yes! Yes! The cans cook!
Well, you're just talking like a Mongoloid.
I don't give a fuck. I am a Mongoloid. In my heart, I'm a Mongoloid. That is what I am. We are a horde. That is what we are. Yes, we are that. We are 100% that.
That's not something to be proud of.
It is something to be proud of, bitch, because the Mongols are the ones who created civilization. And you created nothing but barbarism. You're the fucking barbarians. You destroyed the treasures of mankind. The Mongols only united it. What the fuck do you know about civilization? What the fuck do you know about pride? What the fuck do you have to be proud of except looting, genociding, and destroying the cultures and peoples and wealth of this world? What the fuck do you know, cans cock?
Cans cock.
Well, you're the one here chimping out, so...
I am chipping out, bitch!
Monkey Lloyd.
Human being, and you're a little soy boy cuck little bitch. You don't know who the fuck I am.
No, I see you. I think you're a Mongoloid. That's what you.
I am a Mongoloid. You're right. That's what I am, and I'm proud of being that.
Well, it's an anthropological term. It doesn't actually mean Mongol.
Okay, Redditor, shut the fuck up, dude.
What's your fucking point? You ugly, disgusting, fucking ugly, disgusting, fucking barbarian, smelly piece of shit. You want to talk racism? I can be way more racist than you, Angloid. What fucking civilizations did Angloids ever fucking have? It needed the Romans to fuck all of you in your ass to give you any civilization. You never had any of your own. You want to be racist? I could be way more racist. You want to talk about shit about Asians? What the fuck do you have on Asia, huh?
I have...
Hand over a Hong Kong.
Nothing on it.
You have nothing, because you're a cans cock bitch.
Okay, oh my lord. Now, we're getting the Wow Mao version of this. The Wow Mao version. it's Hold on. There it is. Alright.
Well, you're just talking...
I think he was... I think he said Ken's cuck because, what? The dude's like a Canadian, I think? Was it Canadian or something? I don't know. Yes. That was still funny. That was still good, but this one's way better.
Talking like a Mongoloid.
I don't give a fuck. I am a Mongoloid. In my heart, I'm a Mongoloid. That is what I am. We are a horde. That is what we are. Yes, we are that. We are 100% that.
That's not something to be proud of.
It is something.
Interpretation of the Kent's cook.
Something to be proud of, because the Mongols are the ones who created civilization, and you created
throat singing is one with the fucking face.
nothing but barbarism. You're the fucking barbarians. You destroyed the treasures of mankind.
Cringe.
The Mongols only united
Based
it.
red
What the
gold.
fuck do you know about civilization? What the fuck do you know about pride? What the fuck do you have to be proud of? It's looting, genociding, and destroying the cultures and peoples and wealth of this world. What the fuck do you know, Cans cock?
Well, you're the one here chimping out, so...
I am chipping out, because I'm a fucking human being, and you're a little soy boy cock little bitch. You don't know who the fuck I am.
No, I see you. I think you're a Mongoloid. That's what you
I am a Mongoloid, you're right. It is what I am, and I'm proud of being that.
Well, it's an anthropological...
Funniest part about Haas calling himself a fucking Mongoloid is that he's fucking Lebanese. He's like the complete opposite of a fucking Mongoloid or of a Mongol. It's like, Jesus Christ. Dude, the fucking blood that's coming out of the Kent's cook.
term. It doesn't actually
Okay,
mean Mongol.
oh,
or
so what's your
Mongol.
point? You ugly, disgusting, ugly, disgusting, fucking barbarian, smelly piece of shit. You want to talk racism? I can be way more racist than you, Angloid. What fucking...
No, it's just funny because, listen, I don't remember exactly... Oh, God, that debate happened, like, so long ago. But, like, I don't know who the Kant's cuck dude is. I think he was just, like, some fucking Canadian, like, weirdo or some shit that just, like, hopped on a call with Haas and just, like, they had a debate about some shit. I don't remember exactly. But it was, yeah, it was some, like, random fuck shit. I don't remember exactly. Because Haas used to just do a bunch of random fuck shit debates, and then he became the manager of the ACP, and he tried to actually be serious in terms of his, like, propaganda creation. And that was a complete failure, because no one... Yeah, he was some fucking Canadian weirdo or something, but whatever. I don't even know. I don't know.
Civilizations did Angloids ever fucking have? It needed the Romans to fuck all of you in your ass to give you any civilization.
The fucking Euro Cup in 2020, dude. That's so good.
You never had any of your own. You want to be racist? I could be way more racist. You want to talk shit about Asians? What the fuck do you have on Asia, huh?
I have nothing on it.
You have nothing.
Fucking exact same transfer of Hong Kong.
Because you're a Can's cock, bitch.
Oh my god. Oh, man. It's funny, man. It's just fucking hilarious. Oh, God. Yeah, the good old days before it all got fucking, well, raped metaphorically by Destiny. So, you know. Is what it is. And now it's all basically, like, decrepit. Only one who does, like, Twitch poll panels, I think, is just Prime Kai and, like, Wick. Hey guys, Wick here. We got another awesome panel here with guests. Talk about political stuff or whatever however the fuck these, like, dumbass intro goes. I don't give a fuck about that stupid fucking dumbass Wick. Oh, man. Is Haas still a MAGA communist? Or has he invented a new thing? So he's the one who invented the ACP, the American Communist Party. Obviously, it's like revisionist LARP fucking bullshit. So it was Haas who made that shit. But they basically... they basically dissolved, so... Which is very funny. I mean, I think he's still like just like a dumb fucking like right winger or something, Nazi or whatever. I don't know. The thing with Haas is that it is best not to really think about that because basically he tried to go like quote-unquote legit, was alongside Jackson Hinkle, was nowhere near as good at doing that like Jackson Hinkle. And now, like, Jackson Hinkle, for example, like, has way more fucking pull in comparison to that of Haas. Like, I mean, for fuck's sake, like, unironically, Jackson Hinkle was, and I think we've taken a look at this on the channel. Jackson Hinkle did did some speech in front of the Houthis. I feel like when Hassan's not streaming, the liberal and centrist and moderates win. I mean, like, I don't see how exactly they're winning, to be honest. Like, yeah, Listen, bro just needs to take a vacation. It's okay. It's okay, Clay. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I think it was Jackson Hinkle, Calla Walsh, who's like a psycho, basically. Very, very weird individual. And I think Max Blumenthal as well were also there. Maybe Aaron Mate, I think, as well. Never heard of Walsh. Basically, like, one of those, like, American bad types, but started to do, like, actual activism or something, sort of. But, like, it's, like, kind of LARP. She's a also very, very stupid, like, Marxist-Leninist, basically. If I could put Calla Walsh in, like, so many words. It's just like another America bad type. Daho, are you just saying that in order to be a chauvinist? Is she at least attractive? Standard ML? I don't really know, honestly. Maybe? No clue. Calla Walsh had a Bad Empanada video on his live channel. Oh, okay. If you're getting glazed by Bad Empanada, so yeah, okay. There we go. Yeah, I think. Okay, yeah. So yeah, she got glazed by Bad Empanada, which means yeah, she's fucking shit. She's worthless. Anyone who gets glazed by Bad Empanada is automatically bad news. Period. End of story. It doesn't matter. Because I've been talking shit before on Bad Empanada before it was cool to talk shit on Bad Empanada. Because I've said before, Bad Empanada used to make, like, pretty good video essays. Like, pretty solid video essays. And then he went, like, full schizo on Twitter. And he made kind of, like, a very strange video essay on, like, the Holodomor. Like, it was just weird. And then he basically went all down. It went all fucking downhill from there, basically. And now, I don't know, like, all he does is be like a snaggletooth fucking colonizer trying to get some Argentinian baddies or something and failing miserably. I don't know. You know, we could do, like, the full, like, quote-unquote, like, racism meme or some shit and just be like, bro, you're a Cypriot from fucking who moved to Australia and is now in Argentina. Argentina. Shut up. Calla Walsh is attractive. For Fox of Fate. There you go. There you have another problematic person to fucking sim for or something. There you go. There you go. We're being fucking problematic right now, dude. I can fix her. I don't know. Good luck with that. Yeah, there's like a Majority Report segment on it. They've done this before. All the like dumb fucking like neoliberal losers. I think like someone unironically tried to use like Bernie Bro to describe Troy Jackson. Susan Collins was trying to use the term Bernie Bro as like a slur against Troy Jackson. It's just like, okay, man, totally. This isn't the by the way, it's not the first time they've done this. With like, I don't remember who the candidate was, but there was also like another quote-unquote water bottle throwing controversy, and it's just like, okay, bro, like, shut the fuck up, dude. Like, this just makes me become misogynistic or something. You're making me become like misogynistic because of this fucking stupid shit, dude. Like, Jesus fuck, man. Nah, she didn't actually say it. She just fucking typed it or whatever. Do we want a clip of a fucking geriatric saying Bernie Bro or something? Like,
the American people are tired of women.
So true, Bernie. The American people are tired of women. He was so based for that. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, it's
true,
just like, it's the same shit, dude.
Yeah, that's pretty true. That's true, and yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we're
that's
going through that.
That's true. That's pretty true. That's pretty true. I mean,
kind of the realization at corporate Dems. Oh, are the proud? Wait, what? Come to the realization at corporate Dems, or the route and the rock of the Democratic Party because they stole our party from the working class of this country. That's true. They have done that. Dude, it's okay. We have the support of the pedophile billionaires, the Epstein class. Let's go.
Put this.
Worst of all time, I'll say that. Yeah, this campaign was not run well. It was not run well. What, didn't BJG come out of Bernie 2020? And she's a complete disaster. Right? God, she sucks. Yeah, like, ugh, God, Brianna Jo Gray. God, she's so fucking stupid, man. God, I hate her. Yeah, I'm more terminally online than all of you, okay? I know all of this like the back of my fucking hand. I know more than all of you. Go on. Fox of Fate is like trying so hard to trigger me, but like I'm just not like I just don't care about what they're saying. It's crazy. They're trying. I mean, you could keep trying, I guess. Yeah. Becomes aware. Streamer's not getting triggered by me. What the fuck? Why is streamer not getting triggered by me? God damn it. Yeah, what Fox of Fate doesn't understand is that we like Hungarians. Romanians are chill with Hungarians because Hungarians are like the second biggest minority population. Or not the second biggest, but our biggest minority population within Romania. So like we don't give a fuck about them. Yes. If you call a Romanian a Romani, they'll shank you for that one. You will just get killed. They'll kill you for that one. That's the one that they hate. If they get called the Magyar, they'll just be like, okay. What is this video? Hour 36. It's so long. That's too long. Listen, I have without a shadow of a doubt, this is probably very fascinating. This is too long. It's too long. Sorry, man. Nah, it's all good. Although honestly, I don't know how long the fucking dumbass the junk tent, the dumbass junk tent's going to be with Steamboat. But because it's with Steamboat, that's why I mean the whole debate itself is what? It's 3 hours, not 3 hours, 2 hours long, I think. Listen, we're doing it for the sake of the collab, okay? It's for the collab, bros. Man, this rock being here is kind of annoying. Don't like this rock. This rock, cringe. Butthole. Cringe butthole rock. Steamboat, I forget the rest of his name, but friend of the channel. He ran for New York's 4th district. Well, New York's 4th. He unfortunately ended up losing the primary. You know, unlucky. But he's running a writing campaign. And he's running against Laura Gillen. I think your name is. And Laura Gillen is just, you know, your standard corpo slop dem. She fucking sucks. Standard fucking corpo slop dem, dog shit, blah, 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 blah. Listen, he's a good man. Steamboat's a good man. Union worker, with Yahtzee, I believe. He's a very stereotypical New Yorker. He's got the accent and everything. Daho, don't do that. You're going to be called racist. This is true. But he's
I was wrong about you, Senator. You're not cringe. You're just fucking racist.
True. Many people are saying this. Let me see. YouTube channel. Let me see if I can find his YouTube channel. I forget his full name because I'm just bad with names. Steamboat. Oh god, we're not gonna find. We're actually gonna find shit about like steamboats and shit like this. Steamboat will. Also, he's not streamed in a very long time because he's been more busy with the congressional race. Wait, I have his name in Twitter DMs. His name is just Steamboat. Kills myself. Steamboat. God. Oh, I found his name! I found him! I'm a genius. Oh yeah, he debated Haas. Yeah, he debated Hawes. He shits on Hawes like all the time. It's very funny. I found his channel. I'll have to sub. What was the debate? It was over about 2 years ago. But he's also a VTuber. There he is. Yeah, he used to make a bunch of videos and shit. Very cool. You got 67 videos. 67. But yeah, this debate was a while back. Here, I'll put his channel in chat. There you go. Have at it. Yeah, he's a cartoonist. And he's a VTuber. But yeah, we're gonna be yapping about. We're gonna be doing some junk tent with him. Something that we have not done in a fucking while. But yeah, that debate with Steamboat and Hawes, that was pretty much like Hawes out of his prime, unfortunately. Mostly because Twitch Bowl died. And Hawes was trying to like treat himself more seriously, but the problem with Hawes is that he's not a very serious character. He's like a clown. I wonder what basically caused was it fucking two-hole theory and him like trying to make like a girly pop song out of like two-hole theory, where it's like there are only two holes. Whoa, there are only two holes. The fact that I remember the fucking lyrics to that song, gee, I need help. Probably was that. Is leaning on the clownishness recently. Well, I think it's because his fucking clownishness was always his like downfall. Because like he's trying to be like a serious a serious political actor, but the problem is that his like his worldview is incomprehensible. Like it makes no sense. It's the ideological a conclusionary point of what actual Marxism-Leninism is supposed to look like. Like, you know, the weird Duganite shit, but like no one gives a fuck or likes Dugan at all. You know, like it's weird like neo-Strasserism fucking bullshit. But I don't know, if you know anything about the Strasserites, they all got killed by the Nazis, so. Once they outlived their political usefulness. Yeah. And I've been in the metaphorical fucking hypercube for longer than I would like to admit. So I know all this shit like the fucking back of my hand, unfortunately. And now I'm a moving PNG on the internet. It'd be like that sometimes. Strange how these things happen. Strange. Many people are saying this. Have you heard any new info about the LA mayor's race yet and who's leading the polls? It's well, Boy Meets Smitty. You can probably answer that question. I mean, what, Spencer Pratt's basically cooked and all the fucking conservatives are still malding about it? That's really about it. It's all the conservatives are just mad and they're saying that there's election fraud going on. And they're trying to use that to justify the Save America Act because they don't understand how mail-in ballots work. Even though the Supreme Court was just like, nah. Nithya Raman is +4 per NYT. Wait, everyone pause champ? Everyone pause champ? Can we pause champ for a second? Now, I know that Nithya Raman is not ideal. She's not the best. She's not the greatest. But she's definitely better than Karen Bass. So pause champ? Yeah, by a lot. Yeah, for sure. Wait, Boy Meets Mini, did I tell you about, like, the dumbass spat I got into with Twitter with fucking that dumb bitch Kershaw? Who basically tried to make the claim that, that Karen Bass is a communist because she took a trip once to, to Cuba. Oh, yeah? She's really dumb. Like, I tried explaining the very, very, like, 50 years ago, real quick. That was in 1973. I say the very simple concept, because Kershaw thought she had the fucking oat on me, saying that, she's clearly a communist. Look at this, like, aid trip that she once did to Cuba in 1973. I'm like, do you know how numbers work, Kershaw? I understand that you drank, like, the mold in the Arizona tea once, so your brain probably barely functions, but, like, that was 50 fucking years ago, man. Do you think that people don't change their minds, ideologically speaking, after, like, 50 fucking goddamn years? Point to some fucking policy that makes her communist. Otherwise, shut the fuck up. And she never did. So it's like, alright, well, you know, should I expect anything less from the Shadman simp? The dumb bitch who drank mold from, like, an Arizona can that she left out for, like, about a week and drank mold from it, and constantly talks about how she is okay with her fucking VTuber model being lollified by Shadman, who is a shall we say infamous artist on not even like YouTube, but in general, for the fact that he drew like fucking lolly bestiality of Keemstar's fucking daughter. So it's just like, okay, bro. I'm fairly certain that she herself has said she is stupid. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Like, we all know why she's calling herself stupid. She's trying to do, like, the whole eto ble fucking memes, and it's just like, that doesn't fucking excuse anything. Like, you're just you're an idiot because, well, you're far right. So therefore, if you are far right, you are automatically fucking stupid. But no, you're just saying that in order to try to, like, skirt responsibility for yourself. Like, shut up. Like, you're trying to be slick, but you're not slick. You're just a fucking dumbass, bro. You're just very low IQ, and people should make fun of you for being, like, extremely dim-witted. Also, her viewers are extremely stupid. They are all fucking stupid. Because they tried to be like, oh, you got owned. And they never really engaged with any of the arguments that I said or at all. And I'm just like, you guys aren't even engaging with anything that I say. Like, you're expecting me to respond. Like, I responded to a couple of them, and I just said that. I'm like, why don't you actually engage with the point that I am making instead of just, like, I don't know, chimping out and being, like, complete fucking morons? They just kept chimping out and being complete morons. So it's just like, okay, like, whatever. Shut the fuck up. I don't care anymore. I wouldn't say that you have to be stupid to believe in far-right ideology. Anyone can enter a cult. I mean, that's true if we're talking about the mechanics and technicalities of it. But I do think that, to a certain extent, like, the people who tend to believe in far-right ideologies are uneducated, right? There's a reason why the lumpen proletariat were the ones who supported Hitler. Not exclusively, but one of the bigger constituencies for Hitler, alongside Trump constantly saying how he loves the uneducated, quote unquote. So, I mean, like, yeah. To, like, a certain extent, it's like, it's a lot easier for people who are uneducated to fall into a lot of these, like, dumb fucking cults, because they just don't have the critical thinking ability in order to be able to, like, sniff that shit out for what it clearly is. But, you know, yada, 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 the byproducts of, like, the educational system of the United States of America and stuff. Blah, 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 blah. Probably sounds like somebody whose mother was an alcoholic. Have you ever heard of drunken baby syndrome? I think that's why she's stupid. Maybe. I don't know anything about Kersh's family history or whatever. It doesn't really matter. The only thing that needs to be known about Kersha is that she's extremely dumb. Like, very stupid. That is true. No one is immune to propaganda. Surface is too uneven. Well, shucks. Yuck. It's like, you know, the Garfield meme of saying, like, oh man, there's actually a lot of you who are shockingly vulnerable to propaganda. Which, I mean, pretty much accurately describes all the far-right creators to a T. But yeah, someone probably needs to do like you know, someone needs to check up on Kersha because she can't be the mold queen to Asmongold's mold empire anymore. She lost that to the Asian Void. It's over for her. It truly is. It's so over for Kersha bros. Yeah, common Kersha L. It's so over for Kersha. This terrain is dog shit. All I know is that okay, you know what we're gonna do a quick VTuber meme, okay? Quick VTuber memes. There was this clip. Pearl, or Pear rather, you may know what I'm talking about potentially. This is for the terminally online out there, okay? Not saying that you're probably terminally, you know what I mean. Shut up. There's this clip.
The memes.
There's a clip of Fillion. For those who may not know, Fillion is lost, a massive VTuber, independent VTuber, who is... She's a little weird. Your terminal lurker? Based. Same. But... What? Fillion. Big VTuber. She's been basically on like a hiatus for I don't even know how long it's been at this point, but for like about a year, for some reason. No one knows why. She's just like she just basically disappeared off the map, for some reason. Although she like popped up in like a billboard in Japan or something, and did some like she had like a website where there was a countdown. It got to 0 seconds and nothing happened, and everyone's just like, "The fuck is going on?" Whatever. Very often her shtick is like, you know, she has like this like 3D suit, and you know, she'll like cavort about with other VTubers doing like dumbass little challenges and shit, and have her chat open with like the Twitch menu on or whatever. That's like the basic shtick of Fillion, okay? And she'll like collaborate with people all the time. Blah 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 blah. You know, standard like VTuber stuff. For whatever reason, she also like collabed with also I think Kersha and some other dumbass. I think it was only Kersha. And you know, she has like her own sets of controversies and stuff. She's a bit of a fucking dumbass, like normie type. Like a normie who seems to be like very, very much so unaware of dumbass propagandists. Not to like, you know, say that's like an excuse or whatever, but you know, a bit of a ditz for lack of a better term. We're gonna be a little misogynistic. We're gonna be tactically misogynistic, okay? Tactical misogyny. She's a bit of a ditz. At one point in time, she was like doing her like a whole like the spin the wheel challenge thing, or whatever. I don't know what it's called. Who cares? Where you spin the wheel, you get a punishment, you got to do a thing, yada yada yada. And one of the things that she was streaming with Cottontail VA, Canadian VTuber. She's very hot. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. Spins the wheel of punishment, and apparently what the task was doing, or what the task asks is like, you have to collaborate with this creator. You know, the creator is like, oh, a bunch of people that Philly knows, blah 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 blah. It ends up landing on Kersha, and she's like, fuck that, I don't want to fucking do that. Absolutely not. She's a fucking grifter. I'm just like, holy shit, she's fucking based, dude. She's so fucking real for that. And it made some of the most stupid, annoying people extremely mad at her for it. I'm like, listen, she's based. She's based for that one. So fucking based. Mostly because it made a collection of some of the most fucking stupid, annoying motherfuckers on the planet really, really pissed. I'm just like, yeah, she's based. Ayo based. Ayo based. Ayo based. Ayo based. Ayo based. Oh, your brain doesn't enter the VTuber space that often? I thought it did for some reason. Why did I think that? Why did I pigeonhole myself into that? I don't know why I did that. Whatever. It was funny. In response to all of that, she basically said like, oh, I don't really care. I just block these people and then I move on with my life. I'm like, and I'm just like, she's so based for that, to be honest. It's like block, because I think, oh yes, I remember why I'm mentioning this. Tactical Templar, I think, like, made a video about it, complaining about how he was blocked by her specifically. It was very funny, because a Templar's like a pathetic loser. It's like, dude, you just got blocked by her. Like, whatever, bro. Who the fuck cares? Who gives a shit? Well, I mean, you know, Tactical Templar, our favorite fat fucking chud. Our little fucking chudly boy. Loves just being a little fucking chudly boy. He loves his Foid chuds. He loves Foid. He loves to cavort about, or attempt to cavort about with the Foids that he likes. Yeah, he's our chud son, basically. That's a word, by the way, everyone should use more. The term cavort. Good word. Very, very good word. Definitely up there, I have to say. Cavort is an excellent term. Okay, now we need to bring the Cooper. It's almost 2 in the morning. Okay, I just need to get this, we'll just get the pipe production back. I've made, like, basically no fucking progress. But, I mean, with this working, we'll have double the pipe production, or about double. Increased by at least 40%, I think. So it's worth, because pipes are a current bottleneck right now, but we don't have the throughput for it, but it's fine. Whatever. We can also add a couple more machines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's fine. Found out recently that the head of Annapurna Interactive and Annapurna Pictures is the liberal daughter of Larry Ellison. That's funny. Listen, everyone's got to have their chud son to their liberal daughter. Very, very common dynamic. Shouldn't be really surprising. I, for one, am not surprised, folks. I'm not at all. Who? What? Anna? Anna? Or... I was about to say, Paramount probably doesn't make any game. I mean, they probably have, like, some kind of game studio or something, but... Unless Boy Meets Minnie is trolling. Many such cases, of course. Critical support to liberal daughter, Megan Ellison. Critical support. Critical support. Listen, I'll critical support that. Okay, listen, I've done like crazy. I've done fucking critical supports of Mike from PA. Okay, listen, I've done it before. I'll do it again. Critical support to Megan Ellison against the fucking Chud Empire. Okay, mostly because the Chuds are way worse. Okay, fucking Boy Meets Minnie, like, watches 2 episodes of JoJo and then, like, thinks he's, like, a fucking JoJo expert all of a sudden. It's like, okay, like, I'm gonna be the dude in the fucking grocery store and just be like, yeah, you're not that guy. You're not that guy. You're not that guy. You're not that guy, bro. You're not that guy. And you're also, like, I mean, you're just watching part 1. Like, part 1 is, like, okay. Shit gets fucking interesting and cool part 2 onwards, okay? Like, part 1's, like, listen, it's expositionary, but it's, like, kind of, like, cringe. And then it just goes off the fucking rails after part 1. Where, basically, Naraki was just like, man, fuck this bullshit. I'm just gonna do, like, some schizo shit. And then he just did schizo shit, and it was fucking awesome. You're gonna be the guy in the grocery store who talks about electrical interference? Many such cases. I did not put the second hole. We only put 1 hole. We put the primary hole, but not the secondary hole. It's over for me. I probably do, but I'd have to get my memory jogged. Because I'm old, I forget things all the time. I'm old. Flying Lotus in a grocery store. What the fuck is this? Okay, I definitely don't know this one. Never mind, I do not know this one. This is some fucking goofy ass shit right here, dude. I've never seen that one get posted in fucking Twitch chat before, because you'd always get like a ton of like differing 4chan like copy pastas and stuff getting posted in like 4chan. This is very or in Twitch chat. It was very common back in the day. That's probably why I don't know about that one. But now it's like if there's copy pastas that exist, it's like community and chat specific. It's very much so. It's always like an inside joke, basically. The humble day of the copy pasta is dead. No one cares anymore. And I don't know who killed it. Son of a bitch. Didn't want that. It died a natural death. Yeah, I can agree with that. I can agree with that. That's definitely the case. Just like everything else is dying, dying natural deaths on the fucking internet. Something, something, shitification, blah, 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 blah. There's a book about it. Yada, yada, yada. Probably should read it. Yada, yada, yada. There's a book. You should probably read it. Ugh, get up there. Oh, my goodness. Do. Alright, so now we just gotta drag that fucking copper to over there, and then the whole thing will turn on. Blah, 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 blah. Yada, yada, yada. La da 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 da. And then we will talk about the topics du jour. And I was hoping to, you know, build my space fucking factory parts in the elevator, but nope. We had some business to take care of. Oh well. It is what it is. No biggie. Ain't no fucking big. You know what I always find funny? Whenever I open a YouTube channel, a private tab, when I see AI slop about chosen one, your identity broke the internet, or YouTube Jesus slop. Man, I thought fucking YouTube was gonna crack down on that shit. What the fuck's going on? Like, YouTube said they were gonna crack down on, like, quote-unquote, like, AI slop and shit. I'm doing the rabbit with the pointing at the, you know, the clock meme. TikTok, YouTube. Where's my crackdown, bros? I don't want to see fucking Jesus slop. That's coming from a Christian. Listen, if we were like actual like fucking principled Christians, then yeah, we would all say that Jesus slop is satanic, but unfortunately everything's just like fucking cucked. This fucking power pool is totally not jiving with my style, bro. This is gonna be like one of the most scuffed fucking goddamn belts I think I've probably ever made, but fuck it. I don't really care. There we go. We got some fucking critical faith fear. faith theory for today. Let's go. Let's go. Schizo adjacent take, right-wing religious fundamentalists are actual puppets of Satan. Even some of the higher up ones know it. I don't think that's schizo at all, to be honest. I think that's just a fact. Like, I mean, Asmongold also tried to do some, like, Jesus freak pandering as well, but it, like, it didn't work because, like, no one gave a fuck. The thing with, like, Jesus freak stuff is that it's one of those things that it just comes and goes. Depending on the fucking culture. Because a lot of people don't like the fucking puritanical bullshit. It's fucking annoying very often. And most people don't really like Jesus freaks all that much. Of course, it depends on the context. What the fucking... Voshites be like context? But, I mean, it just depends, right? There's times when it's effective, there's times when it's, like, less effective. We all know, like, the Jesus freak types are never going to admit to it, because, like, they're all just hacks and propagandists and aren't actual Christians. You know, if we're doing our quote-unquote critical faith theory, with a mix of critical racist theory, of course. I being an expert in critical racism theory. Because we are all critical racists here in the Daharumba Enterprise. Every so often I see Vosh pop up low in my recommended page. I'm like, damn, he's still getting 200k viewers on the regular. How? Listen, if EDP445 didn't lose his audience at all after being caught getting catfished twice, you know, trying to meet up with minors. The shit that happened to Vosh was not going to do anything. Like, I've had my whole take about this before, but, the whole Vosh bad stuff is fucking overplayed bullshit, from, like, a lot of, yes, out of context clips, of him making poor arguments back in 2019 when he was a bit more of an edgy boy. And, a bunch of, like, mostly woke scolds being fucking stupid and annoying about it. As for the fucking taxes folder, his defense of it was really bad. His defense of the whole situation was terrible, but there are some things that I have defended Vosh on. So, for example, the VTuber, who's I forget her fucking name, but she's a massive weirdo. But her model is canonically 16, and she has said on Twitter publicly that she is okay with people making porn of her model, of a 16-year-old that she has confirmed is 16. Something Natsuri. I don't think Vosh knew that she was a fucking 16-year-old. I'm going to be honest, I don't think he knew. Because I have watched Vosh for a long time. He's extremely stubborn, and he does not do research very often. He's a bit lazy. So I'm just like, nuh-uh. I think he's very, very silly and lacking in rigor. I can agree with that. He's very lazy. Not because of, like, you know, mostly because he's stubborn. He's very, very... his stubbornness is one of his biggest downfalls. That's one of his biggest problems, is the fact that he's extremely stubborn. Alright, well. The iron pipe production is now so Barack Hussein Obama. It's so Barack Hussein Obama. Didn't connect all the fucking belts. But no, I mean, everyone does, like, the whole, like, dumbass, like, he's a pedophile, we're gonna try to pedo-jacket Vosh kind of a thing, and it's just like, I just don't agree with this whatsoever. I mean, it's pretty much what ended up fucking destroying most of my relationships with, like, the Hassan crowd and all that stuff, when I was just like, okay, I mean, you know, all these guys who purport to be fucking anti-imperialist are just supporting the fucking invasion of Ukraine, and this is fucking stupid. And I mostly started to change ever since, like, Bernie lost in 2020, because I didn't want to do, like, the stupid cult shit around, like, the here's how Bernie can still win kind of memes, because I was just like, I mean, that's just fucking stupid, it's not going to be effective, but, like, whatever. A lot of people who react to Andes, but for news can lack rigor, even the better ones. I mean, yeah, it just comes with the territory, right? Like, I have certainly lacked rigor in some segments, that's for certain. I don't disagree with that. But, you know. Very often for a lot of the segments, I'll be honest, I just, like, kind of, like, throw them together last minute. Sometimes, yeah. I'll just be like, yeah, I have, like, a vague idea about what I want to fucking talk about. Here's, like, some random bullshit where I can, like, essentially, like, string together, some understanding of, like, the news story and just, like, impart it or whatever and just talk about it. That's, like, fine or whatever, but it's like, yeah, you know, who remembers How It's Made from Discovery? I wonder if they still make How It's Made. It's a good question, actually. Yeah, it's a little bit of a look into the, you know, a look into the looking glass of how the sausage is made. Oh my god, I can't believe that Daho's not, like, some, like, intellectual titan and doesn't, I know, engage in a lot of intellectual rigor. It's like, fuck, it's over for me, bros. Such a good show. I'm curious. Is How It's Made canceled? Is How It's Made still going? It ended in 2018? Final episode airing in 2019. Yo, it's been gone for 7 years? Bro, the fuck? You want to know what also was a great show on Discovery? Even though it's like, you know, the whole reality TV show and shit like that. Which is like pretty much the thing that ended up killing Discovery, to be honest, is the fact that it ended up all being like a byproduct of just like shitty the live TV format is. Because, you know, it turns out everything being for profit's actually kind of bad, guys. Shocker, I know. Whoa, profit motive's bad? The socialist is saying this? No. Shocker. Canada's Worst Driver. Out of all the worst driver shows that were on Discovery, the Canadian one's the best. And I will have, like, I will not hear anyone else fucking doubt it. The Canadian one was the best. It was the best one. It was the best. Those was the best. The fucking contestants were the best. Canada's Worst Driver is the best of the Worst Drivers fucking series. In terms of the Handyman series, like, Andrew was such a good fucking host, dude. He's so good. He was the GOAT. Like, he's the fucking GOAT, dude. Canada's the worst drivers on Earth? Nah, that's fucking cap. No, that's actually cap. I can think of probably a country that's got worse drivers. Delhi drivers. Okay? India. Pretty sure there's worse drivers there. I've seen how all those motherfuckers drive in fucking Canada. God, they drive like shit. They're so bad. Like, God, they are so bad at driving. I don't know if you can back... I don't know if you'd second that, boy meets me, but the drivers in your fucking in your country, bro, are fucking shit, dude. They're so bad at driving, dude. Alright, cool. Making fucking pipes and shit. Yeah, we're all over the place. Yeah. I was thinking about saying Romanians, and honestly, Romanians are not that bad. It should be 180, so, okay. Should have more than enough. Just the manifolds just need to fill up eventually. But yeah, hopefully this will take care of our pipe supply problems. I hope. I mean, there are a lot of fucking sub-factories that use pipes. Stators use pipes. The iron beams use pipes. Honestly, I think it might not be a terrible idea for me to just flip it back to the original fucking recipe. Because we have a lot of steel beams. Maybe. India having bad drivers makes sense to me. The Indian subcontinent is one of the most hectic places geopolitically ever. Like, they have very good days and very bad days, often subsequently. I can see the logic behind that. I think I have a video on my video catalog, my docket, that's talking about, like, why are people just getting worse at driving, I think. Have that on my docket. We'll look at it eventually. But maybe the answer will surprise you. Nyeh. Nyeh. I'm thinking to myself, do I want to reduce the burden on the pipes by switching back to the original recipe? I don't really use steel beams that much besides for making screws. It's because they're an easy target. That's why. Like, you know, yada yada yada, all forms of racism are bad, blah 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 blah, obviously. But it's because they're like an easy target. That's why. Do I want to do this? Do I want this change? This consumes a lot less concrete, which is also a fucking bottleneck right now. $18 steel beams. I make about 180 steel beams per minute, I believe. Yeah, 180, 4 times 45. They don't poop in toilets. I have some news about European history, my man. Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, it's just like, buddy, like, it's like the same shit with, oh, they eat with their hands, not with forks and knives. It's like, buddy, do I have some news to you for as to who introduced utensils to Europeans? You're not going to be happy with it. So, like, it's just a meme, you know? It's like, you are not going to be happy with this. Fuck it. I'll use the original encased beam, industrial beam recipe. I mean, it is 50% more. We'll need to do steel beams. It's just that using iron pipe is just so much more convenient. I guess I'm just doing this because it's bottle. You know what? Fuck it. No, we'll just switch back. I'm being indecisive. Yeah, I remember why I mostly use this, because it's just so much cheaper in terms of the material. Even though it's 50% less effective, but it's more of a convenient recipe. This is shit that'll get fixed eventually. We just need some things going our way. Well, not going our way. We just need some. We just need to move on. That reminds me, something I should check. Yes, we can get those. Oh, we can almost get these. Almost. These we can absolutely start to get. And there's these things. Minor levels. I wonder why it goes up by only 8% for the first upgrade. I guess it's neither here nor there. Although for a bunch of these we can actually get their upgrades now. Now! Apparently before the 2000s, how it's made, there was an earlier series of films made between 1982 and 1999 with the same concept, the same name. That's made. It's a tried and true tested brand. I understand. I get it. I understand. Like, to me, it's just like, yeah, that makes sense. It's perfect sense. They were the goats. They're the goats. It's a good show. Because it's just like, it's simple, highly educational. And it's just obvious. It's like, it's just talk about how stuff's made, and you get to see stuff like the cool machines and factories and stuff. It's like, hell yeah, dude. Daho, is that why you like factory automation games? Maybe that is why I like factory automation games. Who knows? Okay, I've been gallivanting about, like, doing basically nothing. And I've fixed a bunch of stuff. It is time for me to grab some water, go to the bathroom, stretch my legs. And then... Where's my BRB? There it is. Jesus Christ. A little tired. And then we're gonna yap about mostly small stuff. Mostly fucking small stuff. Anyway, I will be right back, gamers. Motherfucker, Boy Meets Mini saying, what, Tier 3? When he should be saying Phase 3? Boy Meets Mini, do you know ball, bro? Or are you just, like, trolling or something? Motherfucker, Boy Meets Mini don't know ball. You don't know ball in the game that he's playing right now. It's crazy. But I have to put this because I was definitely cooking when I said this, okay? I was definitely cooking. Cooking up something fierce. All right. Definitely I was cooking up something fierce when I said that. Alright, let's get started with this shit. Alright, so we all know that this has been talked about for a while amongst Marco Rubio specifically. He's always had an obsession with trying to do regime change in Cuba. Shouldn't be really surprising. He, you know, was born of Cuban parents that fled from Cuba, and he wants to basically do what exactly? Overthrow the government, like every other Cuban American and whatnot, and the United States. Okay, if we want to get like a quick like explainer of like a Cuban and American history, basically it's just a tale of how the United States is basically salty about the fact that they're want to be like state asset in Cuba, is just basically trying to be like, hey, can you guys like fuck off so we can just do like our own thing? Yeah, it's like really about it. Yeah, it's a nothing burger. Bro's getting worked up for over nothing. Like there was just this recent report, and this is probably what they're mostly going to do to justify like a new Red Scare basically in the United States of America, to do like neo-McCarthyism basically. Essentially he's just trying to say that Cuba is fomenting far left extremism and runs spy rings in the United States. Okay, I got some bad news for you, okay? Everyone's running spy rings in the United States of America. Everybody fucking spies on one another, okay? You're not special. Don't do the fucking like fear-mongering cuck shit, okay? I don't give a fuck about that. I have zero respect for that shit. I really don't. I could give less of a flying fuck about any of that stuff. But like, dog, like, this is a thing that consistently fucking happens. Like, considering the fact that, again, as you're saying, for about 7 decades, the United States has been incredibly hostile to Cuba, I think it would make sense why they would want to be, like, you know, be able to keep tabs on specifically what the United States is up to, given the fact that you keep acting incredibly hostile to them. And I mean, considering the fact that you just did the overthrow of Nicolas Maduro just by, like, randomly fucking kidnapping him is very stupid. It makes a lot of sense why the Cubans themselves as a state might be potentially concerned. Because even though I think like recently in Cuba's parliament, they said that they were going to start opening up their economy to global fucking trade. So like literally you guys got exactly what you fucking wanted. But you still want to like overthrow them for like what exactly? Meh, I don't know. Maybe some like stupid Pax Americana bullshit, if I were to take a guess. And this is essentially being used to like fuel a new Red Scare, like McCarthyite bullshit within the United States. I believe Singham, the dude who funds Code Pink, got I think subpoenaed by the feds, alongside, of course, Hassan Piker! And also Medea Benjamin of Code Pink, who I do not really like all that much. I don't like Medea Benjamin. She's like stupid, annoying, like America Bad hack type. But whatever. Do I think that she should get fucking subpoenaed by the feds for doing what exactly? Going to Cuba and delivering humanitarian aid for the blockade that you guys are doing? No, I think that's fucking ridiculous and extremely stupid. Here, Marco, our little favorite boy, doing a speech railing against communism. Okay, bad news. This propaganda doesn't fucking work on anyone because he's trying to do this to fearmonger to younger generations. There's a problem with this. Considering the fact that we're currently living under capitalism and everything's as shit as it is under capitalism. The fact that more and more people, especially young people, are having sentiments towards socialism makes a lot of fucking sense. So, like, I really don't think that this, like, the Red Scare McCarthyite bullshit is going to work whatsoever because, dude, everyone's feeling adverse effects, especially if you're, like, between the ages of, like, 18 to 34, about, like, how fucking terrible the economy is and how, like, stark the differences between, like, wealth stratification are basically right now. And most young people basically just feel like, yeah, I don't have a chance of being able to get a house or, like, honestly, to be able to have a future for myself. So, like, what the fuck is the point? And this is all being caused by capitalism. We need to do something else. Like, fuck this. If it's socialism, it's socialism. Like, whatever. It's stupid. Rebuttal to the McCarthy was right, people, is that the trouble with playing whack-a-mole with communists is sometimes you miss and sometimes you ruin lives. But here's the thing, Pearl, or Pear, rather. They're okay with that because the point of this was always to ruin lives, and the U.S. state has always been interested in ruining people's lives. What do you got for me, Marco?
This is what radical leftism is. It may wear various different slogans and ideologies across place and time.
Mm-hmm.
They can call themselves anti-capitalist or anti-imperialist or communist or anarchist or Marxist, but the fundamental character is always the same. It's always the same. It is a poisonous resentment, cloaked in the language of equality and justice and liberation, an overwhelming need to tear down what greater men have built, to wreck what is beautiful and what is right on behalf of people who are only filled with ugliness.
Okay, so first off, like, bro, you're unironically doing the guy who justified not only the boat bombings within international waters, but also who orchestrated the fucking kidnapping of Nicolas Maduro. I wonder why people might not be particularly happy with the state of the United States of America. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? Like, I think it's pretty obvious and clear to see why people might not be sort of happy with the state of affairs within America. You know, I could think of some reasons, guys. I don't think it's, like, particularly ridiculous to just be like, the economy sucks. My prospects for a future fucking sucks. Everything sucks right now in America, and I don't feel particularly confident about, like, my potential future within this fucking goddamn country. For good reasons. Very good reasons.
Have nothing else to offer the world. Through violence and through terror, they once again seek to impose their ugliness on all of us.
Says the dude who's a part of the administration, unironically doing the elective war of choice in Iran. Just, like, bombing fucking little girls' schools. Like, okay, dude, yeah, totally.
Dogma was wrong. The old dogma was wrong. None of this is driven by idealism. It is not utopian. In fact, it is the opposite. One of the criticisms you sometimes hear of communism, for example, is that it sounds good in theory, but it never works in practice. That's actually not true. Communism does not sound good in theory. The world it envisions for all of us is small, flat, gray, leveled of all exception, drained.
Oh no, dude! My hecking brutalism architecture was didn't have any paint on it, so therefore it's, like, shitty or something. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Hey, dumbass, might want to take a look at all the fucking cul-de-sacs and suburbs. A lot of that is, like, just basically copy and pasted the exact same fucking designs with slightly differing paint jobs. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, what about it is exactly small? The point of it is just, like, saying that, hey, guess what? Yeah, all the parking lots and shit like that as well. Houston, if you know the meme, you know the meme. Like, basically, the promise of communism is saying that, yeah, instead of, having to be so concerned about having to earn money and having to generate profit in order to be able to survive, what if we did not have to concern ourselves as much about that? Just some food for thought for little Marco over here.
Of all that is good and noble in the human soul. The world it envisions is a world without courage, a world without creativity or ambition, a world without heroes or glory or great cause.
The fuck are you talking about? First off, like, are you a fucking space marine? What's with this fucking weird LARP? And second off, a world without creativity? Says the dude who's a part of the administration who makes, like, AI slop propaganda videos. Says the dude who unironically doesn't understand, hey, you want to know why the world is becoming more and more devoid of creativity? Because no one has time to be fucking creative because they need to earn money in order to be able to live. You want creativity to flourish? Guess what? You shouldn't have the fucking profit motive to incentivize you. Like, doy.
Cause us to strive towards. Without a world without miracles, without myths, without men who rise above the rest to do incredible and extraordinary things.
To make more money for Palantir.
And the world communism envisions is a world without God.
Yeah, man. Oh no, not God. The random jabroni who exists in the sky. These motherfuckers have never been able to prove that he exists. Okay, bro. Like, whatever. Here, more fucking bullshit here from fear-mongering specifically of course, Marco Rubio talking about the United States does not want to be a communist country. Might want to say that to all the fucking young people who are sick and tired of all the capitalism that's, like, I don't know, essentially ass-fucked the United States of America. Might want to say that again to them. And it's like, you know, it's just standard fear-mongering from this, like, extremely, like, I don't know, schizophrenic fucking loser.
Your question was about communist influence. Yeah, the United States doesn't want to be a communist country. We're never going to be a communist country, and we're not going to allow communist influences to undermine our politics or our society. So I don't know what the inconsistency you're referring to is. It's very clear. I don't, you know, obviously we understand the Chinese system and other systems, but I can tell
which is not communist.
you our system doesn't want communism, and we're certainly not going to allow communist efforts to undermine American society and drive wedges into our country, and that's what we're seeing. You know, and by the way, one of the leading.
The funniest thing about this is that propaganda like this, from like, you know, that was effective like 70 plus years ago, is unironically going to be the wedges that cause more like sentiments for fucking communism. Like, unironically, it's going to have the opposite effect that it was intended. Like, the Republicans are trying to pull off from a really, really old playbook that does not work anymore in a modern context. Because, again, we have seen capitalism play out. We are pretty much close to its ideological fucking conclusion at this point in time. And nobody fucking likes it, dude. Like, no. Like, everyone fucking hates that shit. It's just like, brother, ew, brother, ew.
You know, culprits of that for many years, the intellectual authors, particularly in our hemisphere, is the Cuban regime, which our report on Monday outlined.
Yeah, dude, the report on Monday outlined saying that the Cubans have a bunch of spy rings inciting like far left insurgency within the United States of America. It's fucking stupid, dude. But here we're starting to see instances of the fucking McCarthyism sort of essentially basically spread. But Republican-led House Ways and Means Committee has subpoenaed Breakthrough News for internal communications and financial records as part of an investigation the nonprofit outlet calls a politically motivated attack on independent journalism and the First Amendment. So it should not be really surprising that guess who they're going to go after first? Oh, the more independent left-leaning outlets that are willing to report against U.S. narratives, like Breakthrough News. I wouldn't be surprised if Drop Site's also on the fucking list as well. Of course, it is just a subpoena, right? Doesn't ultimately mean anything for the time being. But I'm assuming they're going to try to find Cuba influence or like Chinese influence or something, maybe even Iranian or something, because they think like all these things like are melded together. Obviously that's not the case, but whatever. Conservatives are idiots and they only operate based off of fear. So they're willing to just like throw any bullshit at the wall in order to crack down on free speech and implement more authoritarian measures. Because that's what the whole point of all this shit is. Basically, they just want to be like tin pot, crackpot fucking authoritarians and just want to basically fuck everybody in the ass. Breakthrough News says it has not been accused of any crime, receives no funding from foreign governments or institutions. It's going to be kind of hard to justify a subpoena if there's been no crime that's been alleged, but whatever. And already complies with nonprofit tax and reporting requirements. The outlet says lawmakers are targeting coverage of Palestine solidarity, ICE, Cuba, and other U.S. foreign policy issues, and has retained legal counsel to fight the subpoena while launching a petition and fundraising campaign, which hopefully Breakthrough is successful with. Because again, the point of this is fairly obvious. They do not want any reporting on these things specifically, because Breakthrough News is probably going to tell the truth that is not going to be positive for the United States of America. I have no idea if these guys are like America bad types. It doesn't necessarily matter. They should still be able to do reporting and be able to report on these particular issues. You can have disagreements or whatever, but does that mean you should subpoena them for their reporting for alleged, I don't know, like foreign interference or foreign assets that they may have, no, it's fucking stupid because, like, these guys are a non-profit. Is there any evidence that is the case? No. Because guess what? They would have had to disclose that based off of, finance fucking law. And as far as I could tell, they have not done that. So, again, it's the standard fucking McCarthyite bullshit. Should not be really surprising. But yeah, what else is there to really say? Neo-McCarthyism is here. It's all started with NSPM 7 as well. And it's just always the exact same, like, attempted crackdown on left-leaning voices being done by the fascist administration because they don't like the fact that left-leaning sources will accurately report on all the bullshit that these charlatans constantly like to put out. Shouldn't be really surprising that this is the behavior that dumbasses like Marco Rubio are doing, who's currently trying to justify a coup or a regime change within Cuba because it's always been his, main goal ever since he's gotten into Senate. Well, either that or, bombing the fuck out of Iran, which is currently happening, which, I don't know, probably gets his rocks off or some shit. We should not be really surprised at all that this is the behavior of this, neocon fucking freak over here. Don't think there's really much else to say besides that. All right. It's time to go. Guys, I think the president might be doing something that's really boneheaded and extremely fucking stupid. And I mean very, very fucking stupid. And will basically lead to the war in Iran never probably ending. Ever ending. Because, I don't know, this idea with doing a Saudi nuclear deal in order to get them to sign along with the Abraham Accords should really go without saying that this is such an astronomically bad idea for so many reasons, and will essentially force the Iranians to have to build a nuclear weapon in order to be able to maintain parity with Saudi Arabia. Because this is basic 101 Middle East geopolitics shit. The main two hegemonic powers that are competing within the Middle East for influence are the Saudis and the Iranians, for extremely obvious reasons. You know, who they're fucking backed by, the religious divide, yada, 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 if we want to keep it as simple as possible. So Trump basically saying that, oh yeah, the civil nuclear deal, there will be no enrichment of material being made between the United States Department of Energy and Saudi Arabia, which pertains to only to non-nuclear use, such as the ones that Iran and UAE and others already have. The Saudi Arabians have already indicated that they are not willing to comply with IAEA inspections. So we'll have no idea if they're going to start enriching that uranium even further. Makes you fucking think, doesn't it? Already have, will be approved, but it's totally subject to Saudi Arabia joining the very respected and successful Abraham Accords. Yeah, dude, the very successful Abraham Accords, leading to the extermination of Palestinians. And is the reason why October 7th happened. But okay, dude, nice meme. The United States is not opposed to civil in non-enriched nuclear facilities. Thank you for your attention to this matter, President Donald J. Trump. So, again, the reason why this nuclear deal with Saudi Arabia is extremely fucking stupid is because of, again, one reason and one reason only. They have already said that they are not willing to comply with IAEA inspections, and as a byproduct of that non-compliance, who the fuck knows if these guys are going to be enriching uranium to the point of being able to build a fucking bomb. We have no idea. Which would be really bad for several fucking reasons. But does Trump care about that? No, because he doesn't even understand the basics of Middle East geopolitics. Despite the fact that, again, the whole reason why the Trump administration is even saying that they're doing this war within Iran to begin with is to prevent the Iranians from getting a nuclear weapon. This nuclear deal will all but guarantee that the Iranians are going to seek a nuclear weapon, despite the fatwa, despite the United States intelligence agencies essentially saying, yeah, they don't have a nuke and they haven't been pursuing a nuke for decades. But whatever, Trump doesn't get that, nor does he really care. But despite all of that information, he's still going to do probably one of the most boneheaded fucking things that you could ever do in the Middle East. And thus, essentially continuing the Operation Epic Quagmire, or Epstein's Fury, within Iran for probably the rest of the foreseeable time. Because guess what? The Iranians, they have no choice now. They have to start seeking the creation of a nuclear weapon. It's, extremely fucking stupid. Should really go without saying of just how much of a astronomically terrible idea that this is. But here, quick Belle of the Ranch video, talking about, or rather having additional details for us to just why this idea is extremely fucking stupid.
Well, howdy there, internet people. It's Belle again.
Howdy.
So, today,
thank you, YouTube.
We're going to talk about nuclear Saudi Arabia and Trump working against himself. Trump's foreign policy took another turn when he reportedly agreed to a deal with Saudi Arabia that could allow domestic enrichment of uranium. The full details aren't even out yet, and the concerns are mounting rapidly. We'll list them out, and then we'll hit the one nobody's talking about at time of recording. Okay, now it's Trump. So, of course, there are already rumors of corruption and quid pro quo.
Whoa. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Wait, you're telling me that the Trump administration is going to try to use this as an opportunity to make money for themselves? No. Oh my goodness, what a fucking shock. I don't even know what exactly they're trying to get out of this in terms of the Saudis. What, AI data center stuff? Maybe more crypto bullshit. Trying to get the Saudi Arabians in order to join in on the Abrahamic Accords, because the Saudi Arabians have not been joining in on the Abrahamic Accords for what reason exactly? Oh, because of the fact that there's the genocide happening within Gaza, and at the very least, the Saudis have to at least somewhat listen to their populace, and their populace does not like Israel at all, which is why they've been hesitant on joining in on the fucking Accords, because of just how much that their population does not like Israel because of its actions that it's specifically doing within, the entirety of the Middle East, but also specifically Gaza and the West Bank. Yeah, that's probably the biggest reason why, for as to why this is going to be like a complete, collapse. Also, what's up, X Sertimo? How's it going, buddy?
There are the proliferation concerns. The early rumors are that the Saudi government didn't agree to IAEA inspections. The kingdom must recognize.
That's what I also, what I mentioned myself. Yeah, not agreeing with those, not agreeing with those inspections means we have no idea if they're going to enrich to a nuclear weapon or not. We don't know.
Real, according to Trump. Other U.S. allies are worried. U.S. lawmakers are worried about blowback as time marches on. There's also the blatant hypocrisy of fighting a war with one country in the region over domestic enrichment, while signing a deal to allow it in another country.
Yeah, that's also something that I mentioned myself. You're so concerned about the Iranians getting a nuclear bomb, but for whatever reason, you're not concerned about the Saudis getting one. It's just okay, bro, nice meme.
Quite the list, right? Corruption, double standard, pointless war, hypocrisy, betrayal, quid pro quos, and so on.
Standard Trump.
We already said it was foreign policy, so I'm being redundant. Because foreign policy isn't about morality, it's about power. And power generally rises from stability. Countries will sweep all kinds of things under the rug for stability and pursuit of their own interests. And that's what we're going to talk about.
Wait, are you telling me, Belle, that Trump may not understand that other countries may be using the United States of America in order to be able to pursue their own interests? Because that's how geopolitics has always worked? No, I for one am completely shocked.
Iran and Saudi Arabia are regional competitors. It's kind of Middle Eastern foreign policy 101.
True.
So it's completely unsurprising that the Trump administration doesn't understand that. If Saudi Arabia gets domestic enrichment capability...
Dude, literally, again, this is the fucking basics, man. This has been the case ever since the House of Saud created Saudi Arabia and the Iranian Republic came into fucking existence, man. Like, this is basic shit. This has always fucking existed, right? Because, again, one side is Sunni, one side is fucking Shia. That's obvious, right? They have always been competing within the Middle East for hegemonic sort of power. One side has sided with the Russians, the other has sided with the United States. Like, God, this has been known for decades at this point. Of course, Trump doesn't get it because, again, 80s action movie, like, LARPing wannabe over here.
Iran will absolutely seek to maintain their capabilities and advance them. We've talked repeatedly about how Trump's war on Iran is based on the false belief that Iran had a nuclear weapons program.
They didn't?
It didn't. Not according to U.S. intelligence or the IAEA.
And again, there's been a fatwa called upon this by the Ayatollah that they assassinated, which has been in effect for 20 plus years. Think about 23 years. But whatever, Benjamin Netanyahu can, like, I don't know, make like a dumb fuck PowerPoint, not only on the stage of the UN, but also to Donald Trump, and then convince a bunch of people, convince him specifically and a bunch of people around him to do this fucking dumbass war. Very cool.
The timing of this deal reeks of so much incompetence that the head of the Middle East program at Defense Priorities actually publicly posted to social media, quote, Saudi enrichment would put immense pressure on Iran to get the bomb. Is Trump trying to provoke Iran into weaponizing? She's not wrong.
Okay. Definitely not a wrong assessment there. It's possible. I'm curious. Well, I mean, there's no way of knowing ever what's in Trump's head because his brain barely works. And he'll just, like, basically say whatever. So who the fuck knows what's exactly going to be the case? Is he trying to provoke the Iranians to, I don't know, weaponization so he can justify the forever war? That's entirely fucking possible, but Donald Trump is also incredibly receptive to polling, and if this is unpopular in terms of polling, he may also back off of this, like, cockamamie idea based off of that as well. So honestly, who knows? Because, I mean, Donald Trump started recently bringing up, like, not being able to take over Greenland again, and he's trying to tariff Canada again. Like, he's playing all the old hits. So honestly, who the fuck knows exactly? Like, you can only speculate at this point what's in that deranged Mad King's head.
It's a move so bad that the only way for it to make any sense is that Trump is trying to provoke Iran into a weapons program to justify a war he started. I personally don't believe that. I think it's just a continuation of amateur hour at the White House.
Probably.
The administration also seems to greatly misunderstand how the war in Iran they're currently fighting came to be. On 19 August 1953, the elected Prime Minister of Iran was overthrown in a U.S. and UK-backed coup.
That was specifically Mohammad Mossadegh, who got overthrown by specifically the British and the Americans, because Mohammad Mossadegh said, yeah, I want to nationalize Iran's oil resources to benefit the people first, which British Petroleum was not particularly keen on.
It consolidated power in Iran under the Shah. The U.S. armed the Shah. Then, when the 1979 revolution in Iran happened, the current government took over. That's why the U.S. recently destroyed F-14 and F-5 aircraft in the war. We gave them to Iran. Representative Brad Sherman of California seems to have a better grasp on history and has called for an oversight hearing, saying, quote, there are those who think that the Saudi possession of nuclear technology is totally benign. But I've been involved in this for a long time. And I remember when the most powerful monarch in the Middle East was a good friend of America. And the Shah got his hands on important U.S. military technology.
That's such a good fucking point there, to be quite honest. Because, like, yeah, who's to say that none of these, like, didn't fucking Trump also have a bunch of files in Mar-a-Lago where he had nuclear secrets that he wanted to sell to the Saudis specifically, and that's why the FBI raided Mar-a-Lago to get the files back, even though he was not complying with it, which all the MAGA fucking dumbasses cope and seethe about, but whatever. None of these people really care about that. Who's to really say that the Saudis are not just going to have further fucking access to way more information that they should not have? Yeah, Saddam Hussein was friends with the U.S., the Iraqis were used as, like, a proxy to go after the Iranians. Like, I mean, it's just, It's very fucking silly, man.
Thank God, nothing nuclear. He then went on, quote, everything the Shah had in 1978 was in the mullah's hands in 1979.
He sure did, Pear.
We have no idea who is going to be running Saudi Arabia 10 years from now. But there is no doubt.
Well, for now, it's going to be Mohammed bin Salman, but who the fuck knows exactly, right? Maybe he'll just get, like, randomly poisoned or something by some jealous family member in the House of Saud. I don't know. Like, anything could happen.
That Trump all but guaranteed that Iran would not give up their civilian program. The clearest read is that Trump probably just blocked his chance for a peace with a non-nuclear Iran because he's too ignorant of the dynamics in the Middle East. He's destabilizing the Middle East.
True.
And that's saying something. Anyway, it's...
By the way, and this is going to guarantee further and further, tensions throughout the Middle East and, well, more attacks probably being prompted by not only Iranian proxies, but Iran themselves on various U.S. assets throughout the Middle East. Like, it should really go without saying just how much of a boneheaded idea this is. Like, this is extremely fucking stupid, and this is, like, amateur hour shit, like Bell herself said. But, I mean, like, what else is there to really say? The dumb fuck, dementia-addled, pedophilic, avaricious president has no idea what he is doing in order to be able to, I don't know, cause as much instability as possible for within the Middle East. For what purpose exactly? Oh, in order to stop the proliferation of nuclear weapons within Iran by giving more nuclear weapons to the Saudi Arabians or something. I thought we cared about, like, nuclear non-proliferation here amongst the Trump administration. Well, what happened? What happened? No, in reality, it's always been about one thing and one thing only. Well, just boneheaded ideas from a bunch of, like, boneheads that are currently running this, well, Department of Defense. Don't think there's really much else to say besides, Trump, you're a fucking idiot and a pedophile, little bro. Dude, Zelensky got interviewed by the Loomer. Jesus Christ, man. We're getting fucking Loomered, dude. He really shouldn't have done that. Honestly, like, Zelensky's just, like a very whatever. I know, like, the recent thing that happened, for example, was that he fired a particularly popular general, and everyone's, like, protesting it. That's, like, really about it. That's silly. She's been backpedaling a lot of the anti-Ukraine takes. I don't know why she's doing that. It's interesting. I was bamboozled by Russia. Yeah, okay, dude. Yeah, fucking Laura Loomer being bamboozled by someone. Yeah, sure, buddy. I for one totally believe that. Do we want to go through the last... I'm very, very fucking tired. I'm going to be honest here. And I need to make sure that I am awake tomorrow so then I upload everything for Jungtet tomorrow. I think I'm just going to go to sleep. I am way too fucking tired, dude. I'm just going to go to... I mean, it's quick. We were going to talk about the stopping of the Paramount merger, but... we'll talk about it tomorrow. I'm too sleepy. I'm eepy. Eepy weepy. I want to go to bed. I want to go to bed. Alright. What am I running into? Bleh. You have a good night, pair. Let's raid out to Echoplex. Alright. Raid messages. You know what to do, you know what to say. If you're a sub, you say you've been blessed by Romanian Jesus with the Transstride with the Dahariba. If you are a non-sub, you say the wow with the Dahariba. That's how we show appreciation. Those are Case Gamers. I will be back tomorrow. We'll be doing some Jung Tent with Steamboat and probably some other bullshit. Yeah, probably some other bullshit and whatnot. Anywho, gamers, I will be back tomorrow. Same time, same place, same face. Peace out, gamers.